said, get it on.
We're discombobulated this morning. Why? A 3-day weekend. My goodness. That sure
feels like a Monday,
lets
doesn't
the
it?
brain cells rest a while. It takes a little bit for them to fire back up. Doesn't it, Ace?
My bad.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Write the date down.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
Chick McGee on assignment, I believe, in the Lone Star State. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
And I'm Josh Arnold. At the Steven Singer sidekick chair, there is Tom Griswold.
No, do I smell fish?
What?
Oh, you just may. You just may.
Oh, did you catch a lot of fish?
I caught a few, yeah. Nothing crazy noteworthy in the realm of weight. But, yeah, catfish.
Enough for a shore lunch?
Oh, I caught a gigantic drum, which
Drum?
don't really do
Is
much.
that a type of fish? Or
It
do
is
you-
a type of fish,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, I was like, oil drum, kids drum.
The big one they hit at Purdue. I didn't know which one
Yeah.
it was.
No, yeah, big old, that had to have been about a 5-pounder. But
Are those edible, or did that go right back in?
they went right back in, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Once again, you went fishing with your brothers?
Yeah.
Everything went well?
And nieces, and everybody did a little fishing.
Big family time? Good.
Yep,
Good.
swimming and all that.
Oh, really?
Lake fun, yeah.
You went in for a dip?
Of course, yeah, it was hot. They're in mid-Missouri.
All right. I've got a checklist here that was sent to us from Seattle.
Oh.
All right.
About the weekend.
Okay.
It says, hello, wonderful Christy and the rest of you dudes.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, sir.
This is once again from Kenneth in Seattle. Tom, looking forward to any stories you may have about Kelly, the kids, the dogs, and chatting up strangers at grocery stores. Okay, we'll get to that. Christy, hope you had a wonderful weekend with your Final Four husband. I'm not sure what that means.
This is the fourth husband, and therefore
Oh, the final four.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see. Okay.
I thought maybe it was referring to, like, the football season kicked off and he spent all day at a football game, but.
Let's see now. Josh, hope you caught some fish.
I did, thank you.
And he says, Tom, do not reference an aqua dump at any point during this show.
Ah. Well, there'd be no need to.
Okay.
None of that.
No.
Okay.
Thankfully. Yeah.
Okay. Willie, please tell me that your friends left some kind of party and they all saying, I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
No, not really.
Okay. All right. And then finally, Ace, I hope that Groupon was worth it.
Oh.
He knows you're a frugal man.
Or whatever you wanted to buy.
I did get my friend too high Sunday night. We were just playing video games yesterday. We were just getting high and we watched Batman, the Chris Nolan Batman with Heath Ledger. It was great. And he forgot to put his clothes in the dryer after they'd washed. So he had to go work at the restaurant he works at Monday morning. And he woke up and I heard all this like fumbling going on upstairs. He had to put his clothes in the dryer and like wait just 20 minutes for one outfit to dry so he could go to work. And then I had to drive him to work. It was great. A lot of fun.
Oh, did he like take an iron and get the pants a little drier than?
No, he just got, I mean, it's just that thing where you take the one outfit that you need.
Throw it
and,
in the
like,
dryer on fast. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put a dry towel in there so it goes a little faster.
Stand there.
Right.
And then he was running late to work wearing his little uniform, and then we were passing people on the street that were also wearing his uniform that were going to be late to his job.
There you go.
A lot of fun.
All right. Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend. We'll be reviewing.
What'd you do this weekend?
Moved a lot of sprinklers.
Sounds fun.
Went to a movie.
What movie?
Barbie.
Yeah?
You can tell already. He loved it.
Finally.
Yeah.
Went to a movie, Barbie.
Oh, he must have enjoyed it.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
it
buddy.
was like would have been a funny 5-minute SNL skit. And the final punchline, obvious, and I don't know, not my cup of tea. I don't understand why it's so popular, but whatever.
I have to agree.
Right, again, if Chick were here, he would tell you, stop going to movies.
No, just because I don't like one doesn't mean that all movies.
One?
Well,
You've seen enough. You've seen enough movies. You've learned enough words. You've eaten enough food.
I laughed almost the whole time.
I never laughed once. I couldn't wait for it to end.
Why do you
I laughed a few times,
When?
but then it turned serious and was like, eh.
just stop ruining things for us? You don't need to experience anything ever
I know.
again. Just eat at the same restaurants and watch
Did
the
Kelly
same
like it?
movies.
I took the little girls.
What? Okay.
Yeah, they thought,
Was it little kid appropriate?
yeah,
It goes over their heads, doesn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
It just, it was okay. It just, not my thing.
All right.
Do you girls have Barbies?
They have probably. They've got dolls here.
You don't even know if
I
your
don't
kids
know.
have Barbie.
I don't know.
They have Barbies. It's part of the woke agenda I'm pushing on them. It's a lot of detailed work that goes
Okay,
into that
great.
woke
Good
agenda.
for you.
If you had to guess what music was being played at the lake this past weekend, over and over and over again from
Barbie soundtrack?
every passing boat. This has nothing to do with Barbie, by the way.
Buffett.
Taylor Swift.
Tom is absolutely right.
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett.
It was. My brother and I were on the fishing boat, and like a cruiser went by at around. It was about like 9 a.m. and they were playing Margaritaville. It may have been a little later than that. and my brother goes, "A little early for Margaritaville, isn't it?" And I go, "I was thinking the exact same thing." But then we started singing along and everything, and then we got back to shore, and my other brother told us the news. Went, no wonder he was
sad.
That was such a
Yeah.
bummer. That's such a bummer to hear about.
The whole.
It's a
lot of-
trio this weekend.
Yeah.
Steve Harwell,
Smash Mouth.
and then Gary Wright, our
We were just talking about Gary
Dreamweaver
Wright.
guy. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about him.
All that glitters is gold.
The Gary Wright story didn't come on until late yesterday. Gary Wright is the Dreamweaver guy who was a guest on this show.
A couple times, wasn't
and
he?
just such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Buffett had been on our show as well. But that's just a shock that he'd been, I guess, been getting treated for 4 years for a very, very rare type of skin cancer.
Oh, wow.
So just super sad. And
Gary Wright had Parkinson's disease, apparently. He passed away at the age of 80.
And then
And Steve Harwell, liver failure. So,
yeah, but it's interesting to me that one Smash Mouth song just.
hey there,
Yeah.
you're a rock star.
I want to say that became really famous with Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of, I mean, there's a little bit of Jimmy Buffett in that band. Kind of a good time,
Sure.
fun,
Sing along.
yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, he had some pretty serious illnesses on the way, but sadly died over the weekend. So it's a really sad weekend in the world of music.
Yeah.
We have some lighter stuff on the way.
Positive note, the Rolling Stones are coming out with their first album in 18 years, some new music.
Yeah. On a not so positive note,
way is that good.
maybe it's time to. Maybe it's time. I'm not going to give you too many details.
Tom's favorite story of the century.
No,
is
not that
coming.
one.
Oh.
No, maybe it's time to pull the plug on the gender reveal parties.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
no.
that, too.
Is there a fire again?
Oh, no, it's
worse.
worse. Well, there was a fire after the plane hit the ground.
Yeah.
God, who's doing your gender reveal? Bane?
Was it a pink explosion or a blue explosion?
Why are we laughing? It's terrible. Okay, get serious faces on now. Well, everyone's going to be okay. That's all coming up. We'd love to hear what you did over the weekend. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We have some interesting stuff coming up, including I look over there and I see this beautiful poster. It says Josh Arnold Half Fat recorded live. The album is coming. What does it say? Dropping December 3rd?
It says November 3rd. Yeah.
November 3rd. I should take. I can see it now.
But maybe wait till December 3rd. It might be half off.
So would that mean,
Half fat.
Now half off.
Yes.
wow, that looks like a math problem. God, I had to do math over the weekend. I can't stand it. Also, Willie G with Greg Hahn at the Jukebox in Peoria. That's coming up starting
Friday.
Friday night? Okay, Friday. Oh, Friday, Saturday. Okay, that's going to be a killer show.
Yeah, if you go to my Instagram at willie.griswold, there's a ticket link in the bio. Come hang out, y'all. Going to be fun.
All right, now, the summer allegedly is ending. Check local temperature listings. Pools closing on a lot of spots, but the summer's lingering. But that means that the food season is still here, and you can kickstart the fall with some great stuff from HelloFresh. Now, as you know, HelloFresh handles the planning. They handle the shopping. They deliver everything you need, and you just put it together. They've done the measuring. They've done the shopping. You can have some great, great restaurant-quality food, more than 40 weekly recipes, over 100 add-on items to choose from the special HelloFresh market. And they've got these new quick and easy recipes, 10 to 15 minutes for some of this stuff, and you're going to have great food and spend a lot less money. It's America's #1 all-in-one meal kit. Stuff like this, Willie.
Y'all check out the Southwest Beef Cavatappi with poblano and smoked red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful pasta dish you made at home. I cook this one so much, they call me the Cavatappi Papi. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's sweet.
Every kind of food, I should always point this out. If you're a vegan way over here or way over here, just pure comfort food, they got it. So check it out. And by the way, a special offer, 50% off. Is something that's happening right now, plus 15% off the next 2 months with the code 50BT-SHOW at HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. That's 50BT-SHOW. HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. Coming up, well, lots of interesting things happening in the news and sports, and also a naked guy standing on a balcony as traffic goes by. Just waving at it and then grabbing it and then, well, we'll see. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning. It is a Tuesday. Feels like a Monday. It is September 5th. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, spending time with friends and family, or just relaxing. So glad you could get up early and
Occasionally, I will sing in my stand-up act if I'm talking about a particular band thing. Like right now, I have, I kind of talk about the fact that, grunge, STP is getting back together. Scott Weiland.
Yeah, sure.
So I kind of do a mild dancing impersonation of him to prove that you have to be on heroin to dance like that. And and the fact that he's actually our generation's Keith Richards. If you've noticed, nothing will kill him. He's been kicked out of 2 bands because they thought he was going to die, and then he didn't die.
He didn't die.
He's still alive. I hear him, and they're like, whatever. Well, let's record another album. Who cares?
I like their music. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we can all agree that that grunge is the one good thing that AIDS gave us. I think you can pretty much argue that. Nothing explains the biggest left turn in the history of music like AIDS, because it literally was like 1 week we were like, don't want nothing but a good time. AIDS, I seem to recognize your face. Pour some sugar on me. AIDS. Me. You tell a generation of 13-year-olds that sex equals death, you're going to have them going, I deny.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick, empowered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom.
What is it, Tom? San Francisco's gay Jewish congregation, Shah Ar-Zahav, has dedicated its new synagogue. This is true, with 2 members engaging in the ceremonial blowing of the ram's horn.
KIZZFM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl. That might be a pretty good idea.
I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash.
Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was great this morning.
So is yours, Tony. Tony, you're... I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go.
You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope.
It's the Pope!
I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
I had had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night. I'm like, no.
Good night.
I don't think so. I go, well, let's find out. Well, what are you going to do? So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
Got a test.
got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning. And of all the times to get recognized, I walk in.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Also with us, Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know.
I'm a grandpa.
Is this how this
Are
works?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes.
28,
Well, I
28.
have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies, has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, you're late.
But seriously.
Hello?
Bang!
Hey, hello?
Zing! I'm getting her fixed.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Frank Caliendo.
Some dude is on Bob and Tom doing your freaking voice, Jim.
Maybe you are not listening right now.
Make it stop, Van Smack. I'm hearing echoes again, Van Smack. Make it stop, Jim.
Well, maybe that Grand Canyon that you have between your ears.
That's not sus.
Not unlike Alf, you just cracked yourself up. Look out, because you're going to be eating a cat in about 5 minutes.
We're making more echoes of freaking Lou Gehrig, Jim.
What a great speech that was. Lou Gehrig. No one has ever topped that speech.
The luckiest freaking man on the face of the world.
He truly was.
He did not suck.
No, he did not suck. And that day was the luckiest day for him.
Rack him.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everyone.
This is Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
There's Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby manning the engineering side of things.
Hey.
Chick McGee out today, back tomorrow. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Tommy.
Hello. There we go. Thank you very much, Josh. Now, we have a lot to get to today. Maybe start off with some of the sad news from the world of music over the weekend. Just a horrible set of news stories. There is reality sets in.
Yeah.
For the world of music. What have you got over there, Christy?
Well, of course, Jimmy Buffett, if you haven't heard, passed away over the weekend. He died Friday at the age of 76. He is survived by his wife, Jane, daughters Savannah and Sarah, and son, Cameron. A statement posted to Buffett's official website and social media pages said, quote, Jimmy passed away peacefully on the night of September 1st, surrounded by his family, friends, music, and dogs. He lived his life like a song till the very last breath and will be missed beyond measure by so many. The song Margaritaville soon inspired restaurants and resorts, turning Buffett's alleged desire for the simplicity of island life into a multi-million-dollar brand. He never apologized for being a good businessman, which he definitely was. He was number 18 on the Forbes list of the richest celebrities of all time with a net worth of over $1 billion. That's with a B, dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
But always great shows. And if you're only familiar with sort of the massive parrot head phenomenon, his early albums, in fact, all of them, he's some great, quiet, beautiful songs. In fact, it was just a couple months ago that Bob Dylan mentioned that Jimmy Buffett was one of his favorite songwriters.
Yeah.
So,
Paul McCartney had a wonderful tribute on his Instagram account yesterday, if you saw that on social media.
Who can forget the subtle, poignant lyrics of "Why don't we get drunk and screw?"
Yeah. Well, there's a new one.
I love that one.
He has a new one out about something about when the gummies kick in. Have you heard that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes.
Well,
I think Paul McCartney played on it. It just was released not a week or two ago. Yeah.
It is. There's something cool about the fact that now when I go to California, I can just go to my aunt and be like, hey, can I get some edibles? I'm sure you have some little gummy bears in your closet somewhere.
Yeah.
Who would you rather hang out with? The deadheads, the parrot heads, the fish heads?
I was going to say, parrot heads have to be one of the least annoying fan bases there are.
They're sweet.
Yeah, the juggalos.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it's got to be. I am sad that I never got to go to a live.
Oh, you never saw him live?
No.
Did you ever eat at his restaurants?
Yeah, I have eaten at Margaritaville. The volcano would go off every hour or something. And
My sister lives in one of his retirement communities. One of those Margaritaville places.
No kidding.
Yeah, he showed up one time last summer. Just showed up, did a show.
I actually saw Jimmy Buffett with about 200 people once.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was ridiculously cool. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, a friend of mine was into him really early on. So I was aware of those early albums are absolutely brilliant.
He kind of blew up because I remember seeing him at the tennis center with like 5,000 people, and then years later,
in the 80s, he would do multiple nights at massive outdoor venues. So but a fun party. But he's a lot more than just that. He was a terrific songwriter and had a bunch of
great author. Wrote a few books.
Now, would you rather hang out with the Kiss Army or the Parrot Heads, Ace?
Kiss Army, of course.
Okay.
Oh, and he was a great actor too. He was on.
He acted
a couple of episodes of Hawaii Five-0.
I'm sure.
He also plays himself. He plays himself in the really dated movie FM.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Which has that great Steely Dan song. But Buffett. I want to say Buffett's in that, and maybe Tom Petty.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that movie doesn't really show up anywhere anymore.
Well, that's a shame. I love that movie. I know, but I was a radio geek early on. Smash Mouth frontman Steve Harwell has also passed away. According to the band's manager, Robert Hayes, Harwell passed peacefully and comfortably Monday morning, surrounded by family and friends at his home in Boise, Idaho. He was 56. Smash Mouth is known for its hits, including All Star, Walking on the Sun, and Then the Morning.
We didn't know All Star.
And
I'll explain how radio works later.
No, that's fine, but you didn't have to play a minute of it.
It's real. No offense, but it's really loud.
Josh,
Walking on the Sun is one of the best
too loud, you're too
songs
old.
ever.
You said you were going to defend that. Walking on the Sun.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
It's a
and
great
let's not pretend like we didn't all love All Star when it came out.
Of course we did.
It's in Rocket League, a video game I play. Whenever I score a goal, it plays All Star.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great song.
Harwell's cause of death was acute liver failure.
He liked his drink. Yeah.
And he had an unglorious end the last time he played with the band, but they have a new singer now, and they're out there still.
Oh, they
working.
do?
Yep, they're out there.
The other one that flew kind of under the radar is our Dreamweaver friend, Gary Wright, has passed away at the age of 80. The composer's son, Justin Wright, said his father died at his home in Palos Verdes Estates, California, Monday morning. He apparently suffered from Parkinson's and some dementia, but he is probably best known for his Love is Alive, Dreamweaver. He was a great guy. Been in the studio a couple of times.
I have a taste of Dreamweaver. We were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. And I think
worked on Ringo Starr's All-Star Band one year, too.
He's all over, what is it? George Harrison. All Things Must Pass.
Yeah.
And I think that album was kind of famous, the Dreamweaver album, because he played virtually everything on synthesizer. So, which really in the earlier days of the synth. So.
Wait, this is synth?
Respect, Joe.
It's been barely 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, I know. I forgot. He came in the studio once, and you're all best friends.
Okay, Christy Lee Grim Reaper's done.
Well, I don't know.
It's a rough break to get through.
Yeah, I know. Well, we do have another guy dead, but that's a whole different story. We'll get to it.
Want to do that one?
Just get it out of the way.
It's
talk about somebody who deserved it so we can make jokes.
It's almost...
This is a morning show, not a morning MOU.
This one is just, I mean, these gender reveal things have just gotten completely ridiculous.
A pilot has died during a gender reveal stunt in Mexico. This incident occurred in San Pedro, Sinaloa. Video posted to social media shows a Cessna plane passing over revelers to fill the sky with pink smoke, Josh, as attendees cheer the expecting parents. The plane's left wing appears to turn upwards, though, and the aircraft spirals out of control before crashing down in a nearby field.
Yeah. And the whole thing's on video.
Party goers were...
It looks like the wing is falling off, and then the guy with the camera is following it, and it just plummets to earth.
Partygoers were unaware of the crash and continued to cheer on the couple. According to the local outlet Linea Directa, the 32-year-old pilot died from his injuries in the crash, still under investigation.
Well, apparently the family, to honor the guy they're going to name the child, Boom Boom.
Boom Boom. That's inappropriate. The baby's going to be a girl. They're naming it Amelia. Okay.
There you go.
God.
Could you imagine seeing this pink smoke coming out of the back of an airplane? That's what the government puts in the air to make us all gay. They're doing it right under our noses.
Apparently, the people there, as Chris, did not realize.
Well, I don't think, there's no way they would have. I mean, they couldn't see.
Well, sure, you see the plane plummeting to earth.
They
and
weren't probably.
And then there's all this smoke and fire over the woods.
I don't know that they could see that far away. I don't know.
The guy taking the video had it.
Yeah. Well.
Just... remember the other gender reveal where there was the gigantic alligator?
Yeah, that went after Grandma in the wheelchair.
Yeah, Grandma's in the wheelchair. There's a big circle of people. Grammy's in the wheelchair. I guess they figure, well,
horrible video, but funny.
If the gator gets angry, Granny's going first.
The gator did not get to Granny, by the way, so you know.
But maybe not a great idea. How about the old cake? So you cut the cake and it's got the pink icing or whatever. Okay, the pink innards.
That's an easy one.
Review these and many other stories coming up. Anything over there in the world of sports of interest, Willie?
Sure. Do we have some American fanfare we can get going? There are 3 American men in the U.S. Open quarterfinals for the first time since 2005. Taylor Fritz, Francis Tiafoe, and Ben Shelton are the trio this time and will be in action on Tuesday. Fritz goes up against 23-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic for a spot in the semifinals, while Tiafoe and Shelton play each other. Djokovic says he understands why American tennis fans aren't happy that they haven't seen a male Grand Slam singles champion since Andy Roddick 20 years ago. He knows they got used to having a champion. They got used to having champion after champion in earlier days. So, USA, we're back, baby.
You want some music that sounds, let's see, what do we got here?
Something super American, rocky.
That really doesn't say tennis, does it?
No.
Sorry. How about this?
No.
Okay, that doesn't
That's
work
so
either.
funny you're afraid of the dragnet lawyers.
It'll come out of your paycheck. Let's see. How about...
Sort of sounded like dragnet.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Well, let's see. None of these really are just shout American. Nope, that doesn't.
Yeah.
Nope. That doesn't.
We're all good. The story's over, so...
Nope.
There we are.
Why do you have...
Maybe ping pong.
Who gave you the opportunity to do that? That's not just your fault that you have access to that.
No. There's
oh, boy.
There's no reason you should...
Couple things on here. Dean is really the responsible
You should
party.
never be able to hit that button.
When Tom said, "Yeah, send me some racist music," you should have said no, dude.
How about this?
Send me some racist.
Is this American?
But it's
Doesn't really say tennis, though, does it?
Here's the thing. You can play this until you can't. You'll find a way to make that deeply offensive.
Okay, this says North American.
Do they have tennis up there?
Yeah. How about this?
Hey, you liking the tennis?
We got in the Olympics next year. Why is it an Italian accent? I thought
that sounded Italian to me. Was it not?
Yeah, it's Italian music.
Yeah. I can't seem to find anything all USA-ish. I'll keep looking. Well, anyway, what else is happening over there?
Shohei Ohtani's agent says the L.A. Angels' two-way superstar is determined to continue his career as both a pitcher and a hitter after he recovers from his latest elbow injury. It's the Bobo, folks. Nez Balelo says Monday he thinks it's inevitable that Ohtani will need some sort of procedure to heal the ligament tear in his pitching elbow, but they're still gathering opinions on whether that procedure should be Tommy John surgery or non-surgical remedy.
Do they know if he'll play postseason?
It does not say anything here regarding Ohtani in the postseason.
Well, Tommy John would absolutely rule him out. He would have to wait till next year, I'm sure. So,
Yeah, it just ends by saying that Ohtani also intends to be in somebody's lineup next year, DHing when the bell rings.
When the bell rings.
I do not know what that means.
We all know the sounding bell for the opening season of baseball.
It does seem kind of like the writing's on the wall.
Right.
Okay, can we go back 3 minutes?
Yes, of course.
Don't play any problematic music.
Have crashed into the World Trade Center.
Wait. That's
What?
I have no idea what you were going for there.
Can we go forward, I don't know, 4 hours?
Could you
Forward 20 years.
stop?
Just quit dicking around with the computer.
I just thought.
Right? That really cheered me.
That certainly was American. If that's what you were
Hello
looking
there.
Okay. There we go.
Nebraska's Matt Rule says it's not for him to say.
How about this?
This isn't helping anything.
Why not? You know what? Let's all agree this one's fine. Yeah.
This is great.
This is okay, isn't it?
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't really shout tennis, though, does it?
Tennis is 2 stories.
Doesn't have the humanity guy, does it? Sick mashups are being made here.
Loretta Lynn's playing.
How about this? Here's a little palate cleanser. Little big spider back, ladies and gentlemen.
Any sports figures making skin suits in their basement?
Nebraska's Matt Rule says it's not for him to say how other coaches should go about building their football programs. He's taking a slow and deliberate tact and hopes to rely on the development of high school recruits to create a strong foundation and staying power. Colorado's Deion Sanders has almost totally flipped his roster. His team of transfers is the story of college football this week after it beat TCU on the road. Nebraska and Colorado renew their rivalry from their days in the Big 8 and Big 12 when they meet Saturday in Boulder. And I say this without partisan as a sportscaster. Go Buffs, my friends.
You are a former attendee. Did you go to a lot of games?
No, I went to like 2 games.
Did you actually go into the stadium?
Yeah, I actually went into the stadium.
Okay.
The football team wasn't very good when I went there.
Right.
It was mainly about the tailgate and the hang before the game.
That's the way most college football
Do they serve
teams are.
beer in the...
I think that they do, but if you have a student ticket, you can't even get into that section where they sell the beer. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Now, we have a bunch of other stuff coming up today, including an interesting thing. I'll just do a real quick survey here. I'll start with you, Ace. Yes or no on oysters?
I like oysters Rockefeller, but not the...
Okay. Willie?
Yeah, sometimes.
Really? Christy?
Just the oysters Rockefeller. They have to be cooked, not raw.
Okay. Josh?
Love the raw oysters.
Wow, that's interesting. 41%.
I'm here too,
of Americans. Sorry,
Pat. All morning.
Sorry, Pat.
And he's famously quite horny. I mean, the horniest person in the building.
Pat, I'm sorry. You're an oyster guy?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
love them.
Wow, not liked. It's one of the most polarizing foods in America.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
Disliked by many.
I wonder how many people have never even had them that say they don't like them.
Oh. Have you had them, Tom?
Only once, and I got violently ill.
Oh,
really?
man.
Is vomiting in the in the side of Little Caesars Pizza in Petoskey, Michigan.
Well, when you get your oysters from Little Caesars.
That's not
no,
they don't specialize
coming to you.
Fine pizza, bad
No. I had them at my house, and then by the time we got to little squeezers, as my friend Chip Ironside called it, little squeezers, and I was vomiting in the parking lot.
Sounds like you might have had a bad batch, too.
Yeah, could be. They're so disgusting looking.
They're also kind of inaccessible inaccessibly priced. Like it's a weird Venn diagram of kind of gross but also high price point.
Yeah, you're right. In a way, it should be just total vagrant food.
Exactly.
I'm going to crack this open and suck out what's in it. But really, it's for like Richies.
But
yeah, especially when you get the pearl. That's the.
It looks like animal. It looks like just like manatee snot or something. Right now, to change the subject completely, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. If you're having trouble falling asleep, your brain won't stop talking to you, your thoughts are racing all the time, there's a lot going on the road. It can be very confusing. And one great way to calm down that whole thing going on in your head is with therapy. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. This is a new idea that's really taking off. And BetterHelp is a way to find a therapist online, and then the therapy itself is done online, which makes it especially convenient. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist, and by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge, and take a break from all that stuff going on in your head with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show to get on your way to being your best self. Once again, it's all about convenience. And you can do the therapy with a camera on. You can do it as if you were on the phone. You can even do it texting back and forth with BetterHelp. BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. Coming up, a cat fight involving a porta potty and some great music. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a
He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Take the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack the Wiener Man. Late at night when the bars are closing, alcohol takes its toll, and the drinkers need their favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage splendor. Little man behind the car, police can't catch him because he's way too smart. The smell of mustard and a big umbrella, hot dog man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attack the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Oh, yeah. He waits out patient out in the street. All the hunters want to sample the meat. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. Once you're feeling safe and cool, that's when the Wiener Man makes his move. You can't scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Crowd. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. The Wiener Man. Attacking the Wiener Man. Attacking the Wiener Man. The Wiener baby. Attacking the Wiener Man.
My parents hated video games when I grew up. They'd always tell me, go play outside. Had they known playing outside consisted of dipping skull bandits, setting fires in cornfields, and breaking into abandoned houses, I'm sure they would have been more than happy with me playing one-on-one Larry Bird versus Dr. J on my Commodore 64.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
We're going to hook up with comedian Eddie Brill. Eddie is, among other things, friends with our friend Bill Sheft.
Oh, yeah. Eddie, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I am friends with Bill Sheft. He's the guy who got me the gig at the Letterman show.
Oh, is that right? How many times have you booked yourself on the Letterman show?
I've done the show 8 times. I've booked myself 5.
Look, fellas, I looked everywhere, and the best comedian available is, hey, it's me!
Eddie Brill is our guest. Eddie, do you have a go-to joke when you get in front of one of these Letterman crowds for a warm-up and you think, okay, I'm going to pull out this one. This always is like a test joke. If this doesn't work, I'm done.
Sort of. There's this thing, and I don't know who sponsors you, but I'll tell you, it's a Disney joke.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're near Times Square, and New York Times Square has really changed over the years. So I will go to this joke about how it's weird that they got rid of the hookers and then they put the Disney store there, and then they're bigger whores than we had before. $2 for a sweatshirt, you're getting screwed. So that's always the...
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening.
Coming up.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
How was your weekend, Pally?
Good. It was fun.
Good.
Pat, you're looking good today. Good camera, good lighting. I don't know what's going on.
It must be the lighting.
Oh, stop. Just take a compliment and say thank you.
Top button of your shirt there.
That is
carelessly.
That's on purpose.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah, baby.
Nothing careless about an invitation.
Yeah.
What to Whiteland?
No, Loveland.
Loveland. There's Willie Griswold over there sitting in Loveland.
Look at that chest hair,
Thank
man.
you.
That is prime real estate Patty.
Ace Cosby, sadly not showing off enough skin this morning.
I'll get there.
All right.
Thank you,
Chick McGee out today, having a well-deserved day off. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
Josh, do you ever wear that shirt without the T-shirt underneath it?
No, I'm not. I'm afraid of nipple chafing, that kind of thing. So I always have a T-shirt on, yeah.
Let's go around the room. Nipple chafing. Ace.
Never had it.
Never had it either.
I've had an ex that used to wear like little stickers on her
Yeah.
nipples, essentially. Would you ever consider wearing those, Josh?
Were they to keep like a blouse up? You know how sometimes, what are those, Christy? Like you wear like a...
Oh, they have those they like you put them on like a bra, but they're not. They're just like
No, just the
lips.
stickers. You get them at Office Depot. They're called reinforcements. They're
The pasties keep your nipples from showing through your shirt, is what happens.
Yes, I've also heard that some of them are sort of adhesive so that if you're wearing like a loose blouse, the neckline won't go below the nipple. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like stick them.
Two-way tape?
Yes, kind of.
Oh, yeah, they have that, too. That's that's a little different.
well, Pat. Anyway, it's nice to see that you've gotten rid of all of the hair dye. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your goatee going white, and then how's the hair growing?
Still not showing us your hair.
It's pretty slow.
I got to see it. like last Thursday.
And what's it look like?
Great.
Why don't you show us?
I want it to be a little bit longer before the big reveal.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Are you going to do like a comb over?
No.
Are you going to keep it short?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, is it white everywhere?
Yeah.
Top to bottom?
Top. Me, top to bottom, no.
It mysteriously turns dark as it gets below your navel.
Right when it gets to the equator. It stays brown for some reason.
Good to know. You have a song for us?
Lots of songs. I'm the song man.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm the court composer.
Coming up, it'll be Pat's new album and new TV special, I should say, out somewhere down the road. We do know that on November 3rd, Josh's album called Half Fat is going to be dropped, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Released is much nicer. Dropped sounds like it was
nobody forced
placed in a garbage can, which is not the case. Also coming up, some live shows. Willie G with Greg Hahn at the Jukebox Comedy Club, Peoria, coming up this weekend. September 8th and 9th. That's Friday and Saturday. By the way, our special guest coming up on Friday will be Ms. Pat, who now has a couple different shows out there. And Ms. Pat will be joining us in the studio for the first time in a while. Now, we return to the sports page with Willie G sitting in for the Chickster.
I think we're done with sports, but I do have a world record. The world's oldest chicken is named Peanut. Does that do anything for you guys?
I don't know why, but yeah, I guess.
Well, and Peanut, she turned 21 back in May.
Jeez.
The average chicken's lifespan is 5 to 8 years. Peanut received her Guinness World Record. I know. Peanut received her Guinness World Record certification earlier this year when she was 20 years and 272 days old.
They know it's the same chicken. Come on.
According to owner Marcy Parker Darwin, Peanut still has plenty of pep. She said, Peanut is a sassy little chicken. If she doesn't get her blueberry yogurt in the morning, I definitely hear about it.
Is that right?
Really?
Have you seen this chicken?
No.
There's a picture of her with the Colonel.
Wow, that's an old chicken.
Everyone else in the picture,
including the Colonel.
Yeah.
Peanut is the oldest living chicken, but falls short of Muffy, an American chicken who holds the Guinness World Record title as the oldest chicken ever. She was 23 years and 152 days old when she died in 2011.
Oh,
well, there's still a chance for Peanut. Peanut's still going strong.
Where does Peanut live?
I do not know.
But not America.
Yeah. According to this, I just Googled this in the Washington Post. Marcy Parker Darwin and her husband Bill live on a Michigan no-kill farm.
Michigan, of course.
Well, no wonder. You live on a no-kill farm, you are going to live a little longer than other chickens.
Yeah, you got a good chance at living.
It's a cute little chicken. And, here's a picture of this chicken standing right next to its Guinness World Record gift certificate. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not a gift certificate. It's the certificate of certification that it's the oldest living chicken.
You know what? This is a beautiful chicken. Look at this chicken. I mean, it's not your standard white chicken.
It's real funny looking. It's kind of spotted in certain parts.
Kind of like an Oreo.
Liver spotted, yeah.
Let's see.
I don't care for her.
You don't care for her?
Hideous.
Oh, my gosh.
Certainly no spring chicken.
Yeah, that's right, Pat.
Now,
you like them young, don't you?
There was a chicken named Matilda who appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno when she was 14, but she died 2 years later. So Peanut is significantly longer. Well, let's play. We have time. Yeah, we'll play a little tribute to Peanut and all the rest of those chickens out there.
chicken farmer went out one dark and windy day. By the coop he rested as he went along his way. And all at once a rotten egg hit him in the eye. It was the sight he dreaded. Ghost chickens in the sky. Had raised chickens since he was 24, working for the colonel for 30 years or more, killing all those chickens and sending them to fry. Now they want revenge. Ghost chickens in the sky. Everybody. The beaks were black and shiny, their eyes were burning red. They had no meat or feathers, these chickens were dead. They picked the farmer up and he died by the claw. They cooked them extra crispy and ate them with coleslaw. Everybody! Ghost chickens in the sky.
Sean Morey, the classic Ghost Chickens in the Sky. In honor of Peanut, the apparently the world's oldest chicken.
You can tell that she's showing her age a little bit.
Can you?
Her breasts are sagging.
Oh.
She lives inside in their living room.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's another reason that it's also living as long where the foxes aren't.
Yes. Or the other chickens.
That sounds like a Disney
jealous.
movie. Where the foxes aren't.
By the author of Where the Red Fern Grows.
Peanut, the chicken, snacks on grapes and the occasional banana.
And apparently loves the blueberry yogurt, Willie.
That's so odd. That's what a 45-year-old woman who likes to have her little morning routine has is blueberry yogurt.
Oh, well,
this chicken is a divorcee.
Cup of Dannon.
I take time for myself every morning.
Well, good luck to the old girl. All of her offspring are gone, sadly.
And we're
literally kicked the bucket, which they ended up in a bucket. How would you spell balk as in a chicken?
B-A-W-K.
Is that the correct spelling?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I don't know if it's correct.
I thought it was B-O-K.
You're just B-O-K.
Okay.
Bok like bok choy?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean.
When we come back, we have Disneyland in the news. We have a very unfortunate let's turn back the plane story, among many other things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. It throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond.
For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Rodney has his guitar out. That's a great sounding guitar. Do you have another tune for us? Do you have anything you'd like to play? I'd love to hear something.
Let's see. What do you...
You want to do one of the classics? Do you want to do something?
There she goes. Bitching again. Saying things she's heard from all her friends. And it don't matter what I do or where the hell I've been. There she goes. Bitching again. I could make $1 million. I could put it in her purse. Buy her a big old mansion. Things would just get worse. I could lasso her the moon and throw it in with all her stuff. And she'd want to know where Neptune was, 'cause the moon ain't good enough. There she goes. Bitching again. Saying things she's heard from all her friends. It don't matter what I do or where the hell I've been. There she goes, bitching again. I could have painted the Sistine Chapel. I could have won a Nobel Prize. Built a great wall there in China, and that'd be nothing in her eyes. I could have wrote the whole dang Bible and read it to her twice. And she'd want to know why the yard ain't mowed and the fridge don't make no ice. There she goes, and she's bitching again.
Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stanford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season. And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Wow.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last couple of years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
Everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added
this
into it.
really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right?
No.
It's like you have to you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find
Eat all the other
yourself,
things.
like, say you're on a date and your date is
I
having...
make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
so
sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to
17
all rules.
dates in the last weekend.
Jeff Jenna is our guest. I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
mummies.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm a little tired.
Are you?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm great.
Oh.
I didn't go anywhere this weekend.
Give me some of that energy.
Yeah.
There's
I
Pat
slept a lot.
Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Willie Griswold over there.
Yo.
Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold with the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And my gosh, if it isn't Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, the most polarizing foods in America.
Oh.
What is the biggest turnoff for you? Everybody's different, but we'll find out what that's all about. We were talking. Why were you talking about stickers on your nipples? What was that all about?
The idea that chafing can happen to nipples in certain instances,
and that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem that you have.
No, it isn't. It's a fear I have.
So you've never had it, but you don't want to take a chance.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like my dad and wearing socks for the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's never personally been an issue for him, but he likes to wear the socks just in case it ever does come up.
Yeah, right. If you're swimming in a large lake, if the creature comes up and grabs you, all he's going to get is a sock. Theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some would argue it might be harder to get a sock than just to grab the foot, but that's a different story. But, Christy, have you ever used these stickers?
No, I've never done that.
Like when you voted, did you ask for two?
No, I'd put them on my nipples. No, I didn't. Sorry.
Might get people to vote.
I do have that two-sided tape, though, that you keep your your ladies from falling out of your dress.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Handy. Now, a couple quick things. There's no way to segue from that into this, but let's just change the topic. We have our Pigskin Pick'em competition up and running. The official pro football season starts coming up on Thursday evening. Get your picks in because each week we're going to be giving away a Mini-Max from the great Big Green Egg people. This is a beautiful, beautiful outdoor cooking Mini-Max, and we did it last year, had a lot of fun. Every week we'll give away a new Big Green Egg Mini-Max, and it's pretty simple. You just go to bobandtom.com/contest and just pick all the winners. You know, forget about the spread, just pick the winners, and whoever gets the most will win, and there's a bunch of tiebreaker stuff in there as well. So read carefully and proceed. It'll be a lot of fun. Once again, it's our Pigskin Pick'em competition coming up. Pat Godwin is in the next room.
Yes, sir.
And Pat, I know that it was a sad weekend in the world of music. Lost some just great musicians.
Mm-hmm.
The Dreamweaver, Gary Wright, died over the weekend. Just really sad. And the big story, there was Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth, another super talented guy, died over the weekend. And then Jimmy Buffett died over the weekend after a 4-year battle with a very apparently rare type of skin cancer. So sad to see them go. But Mr. Buffett, who always had a good time, had lots of great friends, loved to sail by himself, by the way. He was a really good sailor, pilot. But he was also a great businessman, and he started restaurants and retirement communities. And Christy, you were saying your sister lives in one of those?
Yes, down in Hilton Head, in the Hilton Head area. Yep. And he just showed up out of the blue one day. There was a big scuttle. Everybody got the phone call. Hey, you're not going to believe who's on the stage they have like a little stage there. I mean, it's a community within a community. It's quite impressive.
He made these things fun.
Yeah, he did. He made everything fun.
Now, Pat, you told me you have a tribute to
the song sort of writes itself.
Christy's sister.
This is called Margaritaville Retirement Home.
Oh, there you go.
Getting a sponge bath from one of the cute staff. All of us covered in lidocaine. Plugged in my CPAP. Taking a long nap. Check my leg, there's a new spider vein. Spending my golden years in Margaritaville retirement home. Searching for my lost Epsom salts. Salts, salts, salts. My family claim that it's my memory to blame, but I don't know. What was I talking about? Fell off my scooter. chasing old cooter. Broke my hip and it hurts to the bone. But there's pills in the grinder, and my nurse saw a reminder for that numbing concoction that helps me hang on. Hydrocodone. Spending my final days in Margaritaville, retirement home, searching for my lost Epsom salts. Salts, salts, salts. My children claim that it's my memory to blame. My children claim that it's my memory
You already did that line.
to blame, but I don't know. I think I just pooped my pants.
Our apologies.
Little satirization of the whole situation there. A lot of fun there, a lot of fun.
Margaritaville's a little 55 and over community. That's where the number one thing is pickleball.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, it's big. Big.
Okay. Well,
It's a beautiful community.
sounds like fun.
A lot of golf
is
carts.
your sister retired?
Well, my brother-in-law is a retired air traffic controller.
Oh.
So he deserves to have all the fun he can have at this part of his life.
But off the air, you were saying your sister has
Yeah.
always been lazy and never worked a day in her life.
She worked. Oh, my God.
Oh, I don't know why you were saying that.
I never said that.
You said it.
She worked in a lot of retail, a lot of interior design. She's a great interior designer. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Pat. That was fun. Pat's television special's coming out down the road. Not exactly sure of the date on that.
Me neither.
Certainly look forward to it. In the meantime, I can tell you for sure, Josh Arnold, Half Fat, the album recorded live, will be released coming up in early November, November 3rd. So we certainly look forward to that.
Thank you.
And then while I'm at it, Willie G live with Greg Hahn this weekend at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria. That's coming up Friday and Saturday. And then while I'm at it, coming up on this show this morning in a little more than an hour, comedian Greg Warren, and then and then Kasaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent. We'll look forward to talking with Kasaki.
To my own horn, if you want to see me, I was in the Wall Street Journal. It's the online edition right now, and the print edition will be coming out this week. I just don't know what day.
Now, is that behind a paywall?
It is behind a paywall, sadly, but
worth every penny to read about her, Christy Lee.
Thank you. I wish it weren't, but subscribe to the Wall Street Journal or wait till the print edition comes out and buy it wherever you buy a hard copy.
And it's about you and your little car.
My little Figaro, yes, and a column by A.J. Boehm, who writes a wonderful column called My Ride. And they feature people with unusual vehicles.
And you should explain. A Figaro is a...
Nissan Figaro was made in Japan in 1991. It's right-side drive. And it was the only year they ever made it. Great design and...
it looks like a toy car.
Yes.
And it's in My Ride?
Mm-hmm.
That's not... I'm more of a Pimp My Ride kind of guy.
Are you?
Yeah, that's where they take like a Civic and they put a fish tank in the back. And then they'll put like a skateboard ramp and the left turn signal. It's crazy.
Well, a lot of people think I should put a big... What are those turnkey cranker things on the back? Because it looks like something that you
It does.
would
It
wind
looks like
up.
a toy car. It looks like something they drive onto the set of the Barbie movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't be out of place.
Christy, you got to get the rapper Exhibit in this. He's the best. You'll tell him that you like wine, and then he'll put a little wine fridge right in the back of your car, which is tremendously unsafe given that you're driving it.
Sure. Yeah, there's not a lot of room back there. But
So when will the article be?
the print article's coming out one day this week. I haven't been told, so I don't know when it'll be in
We'll let you know.
the hard copy.
Right now, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. And you might want to make sure that you listen to the show on those Raycon wireless earbuds. I know I love my Raycon wireless earbuds. Take the dogs. Well, they don't wear them, but I do.
You should try to put one in. No.
Well, the dogs are too busy yakking. I want to hear something else, so I stick in my Raycon earbuds. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. 3 sound profiles. The important thing is they stay in your ears. They lock into your phone immediately. They've got great sound, and they're about half the price of those other earbuds, and they don't fall out. With Raycon, you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And with Raycons, they're, like I said, half the price of those premium brands. So check them out. 78,000 5-star reviews. I'll say 78,001 because they get a thumbs up from me. With school back in session, it means Raycon is having their annual back-to-school sale for a limited time. It's buyraycon.com/Tom for 20% off all over the site. So, did I mention free shipping? This is a really good deal. If you've been thinking about getting some great earbuds, buyraycon.com/Tom. Free shipping and 20% off. Once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom. A lot of 3-letter clusters there. Buyraycon.com. Tom. You got it? Mm-hmm. Am I confusing you? Buyraycon.com/Tom. Free shipping and 20% off. I know you're going to love them. When we come back, we have Christy Lee at the news desk with a very unfortunate airline flight. And what's the most polarizing food out there? And a couple requests, by the way, coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney.
Oh, my goodness, that's right. You two are brothers in arms.
Is Ace a member of the Army?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, Ace, I didn't know you were in the Army.
How many Kiss shows you been to, Ace?
Around 300.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like them. I'm not nuts. Oh, my good Lord, Ace.
That's too many.
Oh, that's too many.
They're friends.
Even Peter Chris said that's too many. I'm out. Even the Catman said, give me a break. Where am I? All right, good.
I'll tell you something off air in there.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to more Kiss shows than members of the band?
I was sitting with Paul Stanley one time, and he goes, You've been at more Kiss shows than the Ace when Bruce was in the band.
Yeah, than the Ace, yeah.
Wow, Ace Frehley, that's amazing.
Paul Stanley and I had the same sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. You were in the Kiss Army when you were a kid, right?
I was. Well, listen, I'm AWOL. You know that. I couldn't hack it. I was willing to rock and roll all night. I was not willing to party every day.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I'm AWOL right now. There's a 57-year-old man, just a kitty cat, roaming the streets looking for me. I hear him calling. Can't come home right now. Come on, Ace knows that's Beth. If anybody in the house is going to enjoy that joke, it's Ace.
I love that.
I'm going to do a Psycho Circus reference in a minute into one guy's amusement.
Okay. Not there.
You don't think I'm going to bring up Carnival of Souls and have Ace enjoy my humor? Look at Ace! I finally found a guy you can make my stupid Kiss jokes with.
Aren't you?
These are crazy nights.
They sure are.
Aren't you like me? Every Veterans Day, you call Jimmy and wish him a happy Veterans Day.
I appreciate that call. I put my flag out there. You know that. I put my.
So you're now in the Kiss Army Reserve.
I am. Yeah, I only go in when necessary, which is not very often these days.
Do they still have the indoor football team?
No, the team, like a lot of teams that year, went belly up. But they were horrible. They were the LA Kiss, for a horrible name.
Yeah.
They were a horrible team.
Well, I want you to watch Tom's face on this, okay? You know, Tom, that Jimmy was a season ticket holder of the LA Kiss.
Wow. I'm the only one that really loved arena football. I went to a bunch of games.
My son Oliver and I really enjoyed it. But after a while, when your team always loses, you can't even have fun. There's a shout out again. Oh, they played deuce. Oh, they mixed it up, son. It's horrible.
It was an interesting TV show. Remember that?
The TV show was great.
Yeah.
TV show was great.
I didn't see the TV show.
It was a really good reality show. They did not. The editing was not as fake as other reality shows. It was pretty.
Even Gene and Paul admitted the team was bad.
Well, they had to. There was documented evidence of it.
I believe that's called scoreboard.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not subjective. Like, Dynasty's a bad album. No, it's not, Demon. You're right, Star Child. What does Space Ace think? Let's ask the cat. Don't forget the Yonk. He wrote some of the songs.
Now, did you know that the famous Kiss comic book?
Yeah, blood.
There was actually blood in the ink.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they said.
Well, there's photographs of them pricking their fingers.
They show them adding the blood to the ink.
Okay.
I have an original pressing.
You do?
Absolutely. So does Ace.
You still have that?
Yeah.
Now, is your young son interested in Kiss?
Boy, did I try. I took him to 2 concerts. He went to see Kiss twice. Once at 5. Turns out that's too young. And that was dumb. Boy, you want to feel like white trash. Bring your 5-year-old to a concert. Holy smokes. That was. And then get recognized. Are you to be part of it? I am not. No, I don't know who would bring their son to this show. That's an infant. Nobody should bring an infant to a show. Man, that was dumb. Then I took him again again at 5.5. I thought that was enough time.
6 months is a long time.
6 months is a long time for a child, isn't it, chick?
Yeah, you mature quickly at that age.
Yeah, one was indoor, one was outdoor. I said, so let's see how the environment settles. Maybe that's what the problem was the first time. He fell asleep during the encore the second time.
Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping show where you're going. We don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you are leaving because you're not helping the show. No, you're not helping the show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. God. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Hello. And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more
yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Hello, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, Josh. Willie Griswold there.
Hey, man.
Ace Cosby there. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair, and there's Tom.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, we have... sorry, I'm trying to find
something. Catch you off guard?
Well, I'm trying to find something really obscure. We have a nice letter here, and I think I've got it here. This is from Dalton.
Ah, my favorite name from Roadhouse.
He writes from, Laona, Wisconsin. Am I getting this right, Dalton? I'm sorry. He said, my wife and I went to the Kiss concert in Crandon, Wisconsin. Best show we've ever seen. Now I know why Ace has been to over 300 Kiss shows.
Wow.
There you go, Ace. And Kiss is on their final tour.
Mm-hmm.
I've promised to go with Ace to the show. We'll give you a full
believe
report.
that when we see it.
To see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He finally went to Barbie, so
that's true.
Yeah. But that reminds me, we've been talking about the sad news that Jimmy Buffett died over the weekend. But I'm reminded of this this famous line from Jimmy Buffett's song. Kind of a dated reference, but don't try to describe a Kiss concert if you've never seen it. Great line from the song Mañana.
Have you ever seen Kiss?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
I have.
With makeup or without?
Without.
Okay.
But, yes, I want to see
the full deal.
The big show.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
makeup and all.
Flames and the...
Paul flying. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Is it good to see one with Ace? I've never seen that concert. I saw Def Leppard with Ace. I saw...
There's rumors, Ace, that Paul's using, that he's lip syncing. Have you heard that?
They do some blended vocals.
Okay.
He's not lip syncing, though.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's a new way to
say I'm old.
Okay. Nevertheless, we'll go check out.
When you're 74 years old.
Check out the show. Okay.
That's still a lot of fun.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom news desk. And what have we got over there?
Well, when I saw this story come across the wire, as Tom would say yesterday, I knew we would be doing it. A Delta flight from Atlanta was forced to turn around after a person soiled themselves on the plane. Not just themselves, the plane.
What?
In an audio transmission from the flight deck posted on social media, the flight's pilot tells air traffic control this is a biohazard issue. We've had a passenger who's had diarrhea all the way through the airplane.
Oh, so trying to get to the bathroom or something?
Yeah. Delta confirmed the flight to Barcelona had to return to Atlanta due to a passenger's medical issue.
Oh, God.
WSB TV.
Silent but terrifying.
Yeah. Reports the flight ended up being delayed about 8 hours. Twitter X user DW said their partner was on the flight and wrote, quote, my partner was on the flight. It was pretty bad. It was dribbled down the aisle, smelled horrible.
Isn't that something?
The vanilla-scented disinfectant used on it
disinfectant was vanilla-scented.
only made it smell like vanilla scat, if you will.
I bet.
After the plane landed, it was thoroughly cleaned. They didn't leave until around 2:30 a.m. The News Area 51 said they saw a photo of the mess and wrote, quote, I saw a pic showing the aisle. It was literally down the entire aisle.
What do you think the person was? The person just, I am so sorry, everybody.
Oh, how embarrassing, right?
You can't apologize at that point. You have to own it. You have to go, you know what? This is what you all deserve, okay?
Wow.
Man.
I mean, we suppose it was like airport sushi or some.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, the brown zone is for deplaning only. The white zone is for.
The good news is apparently they cleaned the plane so well that one of the passengers I saw tweeted that the plane was cleaner when they got on it the second time than it was the first time, and it smelled great. So that was at least a good thing that came out of it.
See what the pilot said? Does anyone else have to go? Because if we take off, I'm not
turning this
this plane around again.
Yeah, you wonder if anybody caught anything from that.
Oh, well, that's got to be the worst. Poor guy.
Or gal, we don't know who it was.
Oh, it doesn't say?
I don't think so. I don't think it identified the passenger.
Yeah, boy.
I didn't see it anywhere, but
Good. I'm glad that the person's not identified.
I hope so.
They'd be marked for life.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, aren't you the diarrhea lady from Flight 181?
Yeah, it'd be first line of her obituary. You know, in spite of a life helping poor people, and she also famously didn't make it to Barcelona. Okay. I wonder if that person, I assume, stayed behind.
Oh, yeah, I would assume.
Sought proper treatment.
I'll go ahead and take the next one.
Another video out there, this one's gone viral, showing a group of women getting at it at a Morgan Wallen concert.
Getting at it or
getting at it, like hitting each other in a porta potty.
That's not
porta potty.
It was cool. I saw the video. It's pretty funny.
The woman, apparently in a white knit cardigan, guarding a portable stall, appears to get upset at another woman in a pink fringe bikini top.
Oh, yeah?
This dispute, Josh, escalates until the woman began shoving, and then they both fall into an open porta potty. Two more women join the fight, one of whom drags the woman in the pink top out of the porta potty by her hair and wails on her before going back for the other woman.
Ugh.
Yikes.
I don't like videos like this. I don't like seeing people fight.
I don't
really
either.
bums me out.
I know.
It's kind of like sounds like a country song though.
Well, Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got one.
You got a song?
Yeah. Oh, your shirt was on tight and your cowboy boots were white before you started fighting in the stall. You got dunked in the bowl, punched in your pie hole at the country concert porta potty brawl. Hair was pulled, nails were chipped. Poor girl got knocked out, she did fall. Hair got flushed, asses got kicked at the country concert porta potty brawl. Cops got called at the porta potty brawl. Crap went flying everywhere. Hose them down right there in the stall at the country concert porta potty brawl. That's kind of hard to say.
Yeah. Very nice.
You got it there.
Yeah.
A little scary there at the end.
That last one.
Even the slightest slip would be. Yeah. So it was not a cat fight, it was a scat fight.
Yeah.
And like Morgan Wallen's biggest hit, Pat didn't write that. It was a Jason Isbell song. Did you believe that? How weird.
Wow. Yikes. Hope nobody fell in.
Ugh.
Yeah, but that video's everywhere. So if you want to see it. I mean, it's not that much of a surprise. The guy's known for his mullet. Well, he shaved off, by the way, right? I think he shaved it off just a couple
I know nothing about Morgan Wallen. I'll go on record. I apologize.
He's got some great songs, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure he does. I'll have to check it out.
All right. What else you got, Christy?
An Indiana man who was arrested over the weekend says he was just trying to, quote, spread some love by waving at cars while stark naked.
Well, that's nice of him.
According to court documents, Centerville police were called out to an apartment building on reports of a nude guy pleasuring himself in full view of the public.
So wait a minute.
So he was doing more than waving.
Yeah. Well, he was waving. More of a salute.
Fox 59 reports the apartments have windows and doors that face US 40 and are visible to passerby. They found the 42-year-old suspect, Mr. Elijah Barker, fully nude, door open, curtains pulled away. Want some of this? No. While he was being taken into custody, the man told officers how he had a spiritual awakening and that he, quote, wanted to spread some love to the people who drive by every day.
Oh, isn't that generous?
He was arrested on charges of indecent exposure and possession of methamphetamines.
Go figure.
Yeah, poor guy. I mean, doesn't that happen all the time? People gun meth, they take all their clothes off.
Apparently.
Yikes. I wonder how many likes he got.
No, you think you put that on social media?
I would think.
Oh, I don't know. Well, why? I don't think you can put that on social media.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he's out there
would
waving,
be flagged.
waving at the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for one, am proud of him. He's not on social media. He's out there doing something in real life, living in the moment. Good for you, sir.
Interacting with real people.
Yes.
In real time.
Yeah.
That's right. Give the world a gift.
Spreading the love.
Yes.
Sure.
Maybe get spreading something else when he gets to prison.
Maybe.
No edits, no filters.
That's right.
Just strangers who didn't consent to this.
Okay. Well,
that's what they get for driving by.
Well, that reminds me.
My streets. That's my street.
Apparently pleasuring himself, which reminds me of this classic from the Bob and Tom program.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, gosh. Thanks,
I needed that. When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Is that guy French? I don't know.
I believe so, yes.
Now, I have another request. Actually, it fits right in here. This comes to us from Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Who wants to hear a little bit of Da Vinci's Notebook.
Could be a boy, could be a girl. With Jamie, you never know.
That's true.
All right.
Just wrote that.
Now, apparently this is a boy Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Because he references how much his wife dislikes this song.
Oh.
So, Jamie, here you are. It fits right in with the guy flashing as cars go by. Cars go by my window like the waves down on the beach. A little bit of Doors. No, it's Da Vinci's Notebook.
What?
Whenever life gets you down, keeps you wearing a frown, and the gravy train has left you behind. And when you're all out of hope, down at the end of your rope, and nobody's there to throw you a line. If you ever get so low that you don't know which way to go, come on and take a walk in my shoes. Never worry about a thing, got the world on a string, 'cause I've got the cure for all of my blues. All of his blues.
I take a look at my enormous penis and my troubles start a melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis and everything is going my way. Sing along at home, why don't you? 2, 3. I take a look at my enormous penis.
It's not that hard.
And my troubles start melting away. Just Bob and Tom.
I take a look at my enormous penis.
And the happy times are coming to stay. Yeah, I got great big amounts in the place where it counts. And the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis and everything is going my way.
I'm Bob and Tom now.
Everything is going my way.
Hey, look at these goobers.
Everything is going my way.
Hey, Chihuahua.
Everything is going my way.
Paul and Storm. Bravo, bravo. And Da Vinci's Notebook. And an absolute classic. Now, I want to remind everybody, we've got something up and running. We're going to be talking with our NFL correspondent, Kasaki Economopoulos, not too long down the road here this morning. But we have our Pigskin Pick'em competition up and running, as I said. And at stake is the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Each week we'll give one away. All you got to do is pick the Pro Football Weekend games starting this Thursday evening. So get those entries in coming up in the next couple of days. Just pick the winners, and whoever picks the most winners will win that Big Green Egg Mini Max. And I'll remind you that there's a bunch of tiebreaker stuff because we usually get a couple people who get them all. So we'll go to bobandtom.com/contest for your shot at the Rolls Royce of outdoor cooking, the Mini Max, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you can be part of the show. Also, the winner will get to speak to Chick McGee and be part of the famous Chick McGee NFL Sports Picks show. That's coming up typically every Friday. Depends. We kind of rotate the thing.
Right.
But that'll be coming up. So once again, it's bobandtom.com/contest. Show us your pro football smarts and maybe be part of the famous shoe-in of the week. We have time to shoe in one more quick story with Christy Lee.
Thousands of Burning Man attendees were left stranded amid flooding in the Nevada desert. The Counterculture Festival has been closed to vehicles after more than a half-inch of rain fell Friday, causing flooding and foot-deep mud. The annual gathering in the Black Rock Desert attracts nearly 80,000 artists, musicians, and activists for a mix of wilderness camping and avant-garde performances. Roads dried up enough and organizers started to let traffic flow out of the main road yesterday, though they asked people to delay their exit to ease traffic. Those leaving did encounter hours-long traffic and deep mud. The ceremonial burn of the giant man effigy, which had been delayed twice, took place Monday night. The temple, quote-unquote, is set to go up in flames tonight. You know who's been posting a lot from Burning Man is Danica Patrick. She's a big Burning Man fan. Yeah, she had quite a few pictures on social media over the weekend.
It was
kind of interesting.
Absolute mud fest.
Oh, yeah, she's got some great photos in the mud, that's for sure.
Anywhere where they light a dude on fire, I'm sure Danica can be found.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, it's
somebody the other day said we should go to Burning Man, and I went, no, we shouldn't. You can go, but I have no desire.
I'd like to go at some point.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting.
We could send you next year. You could be our correspondent.
I don't think I don't want. I want zero responsibilities when I'm there.
I want Josh to go to Burning Man, take mushrooms, and never come back.
We want him to come
He
back.
walked off into the desert. We have no idea.
Josh, personally, I would love it if you came back. But I'm saying for your personal journey, you need to not come back. You need to go straight to the mountains. You'll walk there. You'll find a home. You'll walk upon it. It's yours now. That's how it works. For New Mountain Josh?
Mountain Man Josh. Could you become a mountain man?
It's something my therapist has to talk me out of becoming every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Really?
No kidding.
Yeah, interesting.
This therapist is not doing you any favors, man.
That's what I say.
Yes.
I say, what if I'm meant to be in an isolated cabin somewhere? She says, you're not. I know you're not. Don't do it.
It's just me and my things.
Oh, that's interesting. I read somewhere that I guess it was Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Had to get out to go do a concert somewhere, and he walked for hours and hours and hours and then got a ride from somebody. It was a mess.
Oh, you mean out of Burning Man?
Burning Man, yeah.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, and I guess it rained more than it rains in several months there in 20.
Did you see the Vegas Strip? It was, water was rushing down like a river. It was unbelievable. Yeah, they had a lot of rain.
I'm sure Vegas got those casinos ready to rock very quickly. You can be in knee-deep water and still bet.
Heck yeah.
Okay. When we come back, we have what's the most polarizing food out there. Also, something new from Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew fans, pay attention. And comedians Greg Warren and Kasaki Economopoulos coming up this morning. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy.
You got the guitar out. You say you have a new song?
Yeah, I got a new one. Just got finished recording this for upcoming CD.
Okay. All right.
No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. She's tough enough to whoop Ricky Tidwell's mama. Seen her out standing on the White House steps with the massive forearms and them big biceps. Yeah, I know exactly what the press corps is thinking. She's 2 inches shorter than Abraham Lincoln. Got a dress on tighter than a Swiss Army knife and a booty that shakes like Barney Fife. Yeah, she's the pretty lady that lives in the castle. The first lady that I wouldn't arm wrestle. Don't spill nothing on the White House rug, 'cause she put the Queen of England in a big bear hug. She's tall enough to make Yao Ming nervous. She don't even need any Secret Service. And she ain't gonna take any crap off Barack. She could cut his wind off with a side headlock. No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. I'd rather start a fight with the Dalai Lama. She's got a lot of class and a lot of behind. And in 5-inch pumps, she's about 6'9". Trying to remember the next verse. May have to come back to me after commercial. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I know what it is. She's a Princeton lawyer and a real good mother. She's got more teeth than an Osmond brother. And a jawbone bigger than Kanye West. And there ain't no telling what she can bench press. And I think that's all I can remember.
That's all you remember?
That's okay.
It's still going.
It's a work in progress.
I'll think of it here in a second. It'll hit me when you're in the middle of commercial.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Comedian Tim Wilson is here with us, and Tim has his guitar out, obviously, and he's going to be...
She knows all the wrong buttons to push. She's read more books than Laura Bush. Got a right arm bigger than Maria Shriver, and she put Oprah Winfrey in a pile driver. No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. You don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. You don't want to mess with Michelle Obama, comma, period. I think that's the end of it.
Really is. I blame Dan.
So Dan, you're getting divorced. Huh?
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, even on like careers, I mean, it is tough, on the road, but we're just so different too. Like, comedy, and she is an electrical engineer. Very, very different worlds.
Okay. Wow.
And I probably should have listened more too, because I realized after her doing that for 9 years, the only thing I know about her job is that it has to do with electricity and engineering, and that's it. Like, it's so boring. Like, I hate it. Like, she would try and describe it to me, and she would use these technical words that I don't understand. and then she would dumb it down with smaller technical words I also don't understand.
Right.
So it would just be frustrating. Like I would feel like some dumb monster just incapable of knowledge. Just like, me no like talk now. Dan Hart hurts. Dan Hart sad. I mean, seriously, the things she would say.
That's very good.
But it would be like, would you guys understand this if she's trying? I'd be like, what do you do? She's like,
are you asking us if we understand
like,
divorce?
No, the job.
The job. Oh, the job. Okay.
Like, okay, because this is the kind of thing she would say. I'm like, no, seriously though, what do you do?
Right.
She's like, well, right now I design schematics to handle the downtown power grid voltage distribution. What?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's the schematic do? She's like, well, schematic doesn't do anything. It just shows where the load's being carried. And I'd have to go 8th grade to make myself feel better. I'm like, I'll show you where the load's going to get carried. Dan happy now. Dan Hart is fun again.
She'd be like, Dan, I'm serious.
Dan got big load.
Yeah.
Well,
Dan been on road.
The problem was it was so dry. I knew I'd have to work so hard, and then in the end, it would just suck anyway. It would just be something boring.
Could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick 'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Speaking of Kennedy,
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr.
Why do you think they call a skimpy little suit of Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well, lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. And he was in first class. I was in the back,
Sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born. Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron.
The douche baron.
Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar? Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douche baron.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
And that's okay.
Hey, this is Rick from Edwardsburg. How you guys doing?
Hey, great, Rick. How are you?
Oh, I couldn't be any better.
Yeah,
What'd you do to yourself, sir?
He couldn't be any better.
See?
What a great
A
attitude.
happy ending.
Yeah.
What happened to you, Rick?
Well, 3 years ago, I was pulling a case of beer off a shelf at the store.
I like this already.
Wait a minute.
So you dialed with your good arm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I pulled out the ligaments in my elbow.
So
after cortisone shots and physical therapy later, 3 years, I'm still wearing a brace part-time.
Are you really?
Yeah.
But you can. Wait, did you spill the beer?
No, the beer was okay. It was,
Okay, well, thank God.
But it's not your drinking arm, right?
yeah, it is, but I switched to light beer now, so I'm all right.
Hear what he said? He switched to light beer.
Sir, you need to call. You need to start writing for Bob Zaney. That is a fine joke, sir.
Thanks, Rick.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure, that's famous.
Yeah, small,
sure,
thugged out town. It's tiny, so small. We used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick 'em up. I'm like, Andre? I'm gonna tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? I'll come over for dinner.
Hi, this is Paul.
And this is Storm.
And we're Paul and Storm.
Shortly.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. My gosh, if it isn't Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Josh.
And well, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Josh.
Boy, I guess that's all that's here. Wait a second. There's Willie Griswold.
The theater you bring to these intros is incredible.
Ace Cosby over there.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold, and there's our captain, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, I mentioned, I just dug this story up. I mentioned that with the whole Burning Man thing, where Christy, describe what happened again.
Well, they had a mud fest at Burning Man. They had a lot of rain on Friday, which caused flooding and foot-deep mud. So they were waiting until they couldn't get anybody out of there until yesterday afternoon. They finally started letting people leave because the roads dried up enough that they could get out.
Well, interestingly enough, Chris Rock and Diplo hitchhiked a ride out after walking, I guess, for 6 miles through the mud. Someone apparently recognized one of them, and they got in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. Diplo had to get to a concert. I think it was in Washington, D.C. He wrote, a fan offered Chris Rock and I a ride out of Burning Man in the back of a pickup.
Cool.
By the way, am I the only one that every time they're quoting anything now, it'll say X, formerly Twitter?
Yeah.
This is just going to be like the Prince thing. How long is this going to go on?
Probably just a few more months, and then it'll just be X. They're just getting people. The transition is happening, right? Aren't they just?
I mean, I would think, but who knows?
It's just okay. Am I the only one incredibly annoyed by it? Apparently,
yeah, I'm not on it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Do you have a tribute to the Burning Man?
James Taylor was there.
Oh, really?
Oh, he was.
Just this last weekend, I went to Burning Man. I took my mushrooms, waited for the bands to play. Walked out this morning to a raging flood, and my Jeep Cherokee stuck in the mud. I've seen rain and I've seen rain. I've seen rainy days that I thought would never end. I've seen muddy times when I could not get towed by a friend. And I'm never taking mushrooms again. Took too many mushrooms this time again. Should have been 2, I took 9 or maybe 10. Too many mushrooms again. Oh, James Taylor.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Burning Man.
From what I've read about
Overdid it.
From what I've read about Burning Man, not a lot of these people had to worry about getting back to work.
Yeah, I think it's those kind of like weird tech kind of work from home dudes.
Yeah.
That, you know, in 2008, they invented a thing where you could send a song to somebody in Nigeria and they sold it to Google for $1 billion, and now they just live off that.
Yeah, a lot of hanging out, but God, it would have to be just miserable.
I have friends that have gone, and I guess it's like a music festival, but there's not really music, or not officially. They're like there will be like DJ stages, but you kind of just go around from town to town, so to speak, on a bike, and you just go. It's like
a lot
big art exhibits.
Yeah, a lot of art.
Like, what's happening in this tent? It's like, oh,
Right.
everybody's making weird bracelets. Then you go into another one. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, they're doing yoga.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I hope they have a place where they're building a gallows so I could hang myself. I'd be so bored.
Well, that's why you don't go.
I like quirkiness, so I think I would get a kick out of a lot of the stuff going on.
You do there's some sort of steampunk side of you that we don't get to see a lot.
Yeah, I'm still fascinated. Last break, Josh has announced that he wants to move to the woods by himself.
I can see that.
I can totally see that.
Doesn't every dude kind of have that fantasy? Of just, I'm out.
Not at all.
Just blowing up your life and just totally escaping.
I need way too much validation for that. Are you kidding?
Gotcha. Pat, you have it?
Absolutely.
I know Jeff.
Wait, hang on a second.
Pat, you couldn't.
Pat is one of my best friends. Pat is barely an adult.
He could not.
Food would have to be shipped to me.
You would last an hour by yourself.
Pat is so bad at being an adult, except he's a great dad. And that becoming a dad has made you a better adult. But prior to that, I mean, you really can't do anything.
True.
I mean, driving is difficult for you. Cooking is out of the question.
And you hate being alone.
I do.
You can have, you know what? We'll be out of sight from each other, but your cabin can be within walking distance of mine. I'll bring you stuff.
No, that defeats the purpose for both
No, it's
of
more
you.
work for me to do.
Cut to morning 1. You're trying to have your relaxing morning. Your potatoes are in the oven.
Josh, it's me. I smell potatoes.
And then and you tell Pat, hey buddy, these mornings are kind of important to me. Let's not do that. And then he goes, oh yeah, for sure. And then cut to day 2. You have your coffee made, and then what do you hear at the door?
I bought a coffee.
I don't know if it's possible to whittle a gun. But I'm going to try it.
By the way, this cup's going to taste a little bit like semen.
By the 3rd day, Pat's at your door. Now he has a guitar going, hey, is this anything? He starts playing for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey, now, what is the closest you've ever done to doing this? Didn't you go down to Tennessee and rent a cabin for a few days?
I did, yeah, up at the top of a mountain. Yeah, I was there for a full week.
Hot tub, flying squirrels, bears, right?
Yeah, all that, yeah.
Really?
And I did find that after 5 days, I mean, I could see another person.
Dude, when I was living in Chicago during COVID, I had this whole thing. I was like, I'm going to go to Michigan. I'm going to be one with the world. I'm going to get in a kayak. I'm going to light a fire. And I got there. I got all the groceries. I get settled. I go outside. I light a fire. And then I sit back down. And I just get this overwhelming feeling of, now what? Like, when does this kick in? And I think it's because there was no one else to share it with.
Gotcha, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get that peaceful moment, that
Because I think that's the best part of a fire is you're sitting around with your pals and you're breaking the day down. Whether you're complaining about what happened or celebrating what happened, it's nice just to have that moment with people to break everything down.
People need people.
Yeah.
That's,
really? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Barbara.
They're the luckiest people in the world.
There's a reason that song strikes a chord with most of us. And it's why I have the lyrics tattooed on the small of my back.
Oh, really? For all the people to see.
Having lyrics tattooed on your body, what kind of idiot would do that?
Oh, I don't know if I knew those were lyrics. What are they?
Someday I ain't wasted no more time.
Now, you did mention, this is totally off topic. You said the Rolling Stones have a new album coming out?
I did, yes. For the first time in 18 years, it's called Hackney Diamonds.
Well,
they announced
the title stinks. They
announced
for a good start. What's it called?
Yesterday. Hackney Diamonds. Hackney. Oh,
like the painter?
Beats me.
That would be Hackney.
Not Hackney.
Maybe it is Hackney, but it's
No,
spelled
it's
H-A.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Hackney, isn't it?
Yeah. What does it mean?
I have no idea.
It couldn't be a worse title than Goat's Head Soup.
Yeah.
That was a turd of an album.
The album is also the first since the death of drummer Charlie Watts in 2021. It will be live streamed worldwide via the band's YouTube channel, so you can see it today, I guess.
I heard it's a bunch of remakes they're going to do as they've aged a little bit. They're going to do like, Can't You Hear Me Knocking? No, I'm deaf.
Hey, you, get off of my lawn.
Brown sugar. My doctor says I can't have that anymore.
I thought under my colostomy bag was tasteless.
Waiting on a friend to die.
Here we go. Full details will be revealed on Wednesday at an event in Hackney in East London. So Hackney must be a place that we're not aware of. So Hackney Diamonds.
Title stinks.
All right.
Okay, well, coming up, we've got comedian friends Greg Warren and Kasaki Economopoulos on the roster for today's show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah. Big week this week. Talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased? You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it,
Right, okay.
I try not to think about it.
Bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch. during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver. Winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle.
Yeah.
The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure which end it came out of. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes. After watching all the violence in the news, one of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious," again. From now on, we'll probably say, "That's delicious." Whatever "that's delicious" is in Spanish.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show, Pigskin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
My name is J. Chris Newberg, and these are my thoughts and observations. Do you think if the Pope sneezes and someone walks up to him and they're like, "Bless you," you think he's like, "Haha, I'm good, actually"? Do you think it's pretty safe to say that Rosa Parks was undefeated at musical chairs? I was dating this girl and she got all mad at me because I did exactly what she told me to do. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you do exactly what your lady tells you to do, exactly what she tells you to do, and yet you're a big jerk. Like, for example, she told me she wanted me to treat her like a princess. So I'm like, okay, no problem, I get you, right? So I called a bunch of my friends up, and they came over, and they piled in the back of my car, and we got some cameras, and we chased her around until she crashed into a tunnel.
As I continue to work, with these people, and certain occasions will come up, like Shatner, of course, I've been doing for many, many years, and so now there's another level of our relationship where he's invited me to his home for Monday Night Football and that sort of thing, and I'm a huge, huge fan of his. You have to understand. So anything is surreal, but let me tell you,
Monday Night Football.
You haven't lived till you've seen William Shatner staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from it.
Hi, this.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
If I could step aside for one moment. You okay?
Yeah, my headphones stopped working. There's Christy Lee.
Just jiggle the cord.
I tried all that. There's Willie Griswold.
Josh, I have advice for you as well. I don't know what it is yet, but I also have advice for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Josh, would you like me to hum the music that's happening underneath you right now?
Yes, please. Pat Godwin in the music room.
Dean's on it.
What do you think? That's not humming at all.
Oh,
and,
sorry.
Doing the wonderful music is Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. I learned everything I know about scatting from Josh Arnold. Now, a couple things going on here. Pat's been knocking them out of the park all morning with great songs. Thank you, Pat.
Too kind.
And we were discussing the fact that Josh has, he thinks maybe he should move to a log cabin all by himself in the middle of the woods. And this is apparently something real, which is amazing. I couldn't do that. Pat, you said you actually... You've considered this?
Well, yeah, I would like to do that. Yeah, it'd be fun.
You would be dead in 2 days.
Yeah, you would not survive,
There's
and
a
you know
lake
it.
there. I had to have some fishing poles with me.
Yeah, if you took your son, he'd probably survive.
Can you clean a fish?
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Can you cook a fish?
If there's a heat.
Heat? Okay.
How would you get heat?
How would you
I don't
get
know
heat?
do you rub the sticks together?
Yeah.
I believe
I've seen it done in TV and in movies.
I believe you'd have to call room service for these things.
Hey, I've seen Pat clean a fish, all right? And the Dawn and the sponge, he gets
I get in there.
Those scales are gone.
Oh, I can hear Pat now. I fixed the problem. I was sliding up the wrong thing.
Oh.
The volume.
I have been saying for years, these machines that we use in the radio have way too many buttons and all these weird sliders. This is why
What is wrong? I've been doing this for like 3-4 weeks now.
Josh, I told you when you started here, the first rule is never learn how to use any of the equipment, because if you can use it, they'll fire someone and then they'll make you do it. And they're not going to give you a raise. I got this nice letter. I like the address to Captain Tom. Well, thank you very much. I got to see the Bob and Tom show on YouTube this morning, and it occurred to me with that hat on, Pat is our Radar O'Reilly.
You know, it does look like that.
Pat's wearing kind of a army khaki, almost Castro-like hat.
I'm going to give you a little teddy bear.
Which he donned after he had a unfortunate haircut.
A mishap.
I like the haircut, but that's okay.
I wish you would let us see it.
Another week. Give it a week.
Okay.
All right. I mean, you have sort of spots of hair on top there in the middle.
I have lots of hair on top.
Oh, really?
Really?
Sure.
Let's see it. I don't believe it.
You'll see it. Will I buy a wig?
Pat, will you let it go long in the back?
Girl mullet?
I don't think it'd look good.
I think it would look great, dude. And I think that if we all tell him it looks great every day, he could do this for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And it could be fun for everyone.
Come on, Pat. It'll be real gross.
Do it.
The skullet. Have you asked your lady friend if she would like that?
Like what?
Does she like the longer hair, the goatee?
She likes it just the way it is. She doesn't want the dye in there anymore.
Okay. Lengthwise, does she prefer how it is now?
A little bit longer, I think, yeah.
Okay.
She wants something to grab onto.
General consensus.
So when she says, boy, I sure wish it were a little longer.
I'm pretty sure she was talking about my hair.
You're choosing to hear hair, yeah.
Well,
I heard
she
hair.
wants to grab onto something other than the hoses for the CPAP machine.
Now that I think about it.
Pat, you've done some great songs this morning, and we're here. We are making fun of you. I'm sorry.
Do you ever make love with the CPAP machine on?
No.
A little
Just
CFAP,
asking.
if you will.
That's a little
gotta
extra
be-
oxygen might be good for you.
That's like when a defensive back is playing in Denver and then he gets some oxygen on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's all that is, dude.
Yeah.
You're just getting that extra stuff that you need.
Yeah, Willie, that makes me wonder, do people in
I think people do
keep
do that.
accidentally wake up in the middle of the night and the passion hits them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in like if you're skiing, I've never noticed that. Do people have big oxygen tanks for when they're asleep to lean over and get some extra added?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you've seen every corner store in Colorado has the air that you
Yeah.
can just breathe in. It's called like pure oxygen or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
But I'd love to have a tank in the hotel room. That'd be great.
You suffer from that, don't you? The altitude sickness?
I don't get sick. I just I get
Shortness of breath?
Yeah, but we're 9,000 feet for a couple of hours.
Whenever we get to Colorado, he just gets bossy. He won't stop talking. Actually, you know what? Kind of same thing. So maybe not an altitude thing there.
Got to buy my passes today, as a matter of fact.
Today?
Yeah.
Get on it.
There's some interesting letters we're getting. Once again, terrible news all weekend long in the world of music. Gary Wright, most famous for Dreamweaver, and a guy that was on our show a couple times and was just such a nice guy.
Passed away.
Gary passed away, and Jimmy Buffett died, I think on Friday. Got this nice letter from Robert. He writes, I first saw Buffett when I worked at Meadowbrook. An almost unknown barefoot Hawaiian-shirted singer was promoting his newest album that had that song Margaritaville on it. Meadowbrook was maybe a quarter to a third full, and the only show that when the lights came on after the encore, the crowd kept going nuts until Buffett came out and sang another song. The second time he said, this is the last one, and I was hooked. Yeah, I was lucky enough to see him way back in the day, and he was just terrific. I was living in Florida, and he was especially well known in Florida as a resident of Key West.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But those early albums are absolutely terrific. And if you only know Buffett from the massive crowds and the parrot heads, there are some terrific songs. And there is, Josh points out, in some of the ballads, one would be, what was the one you cited?
Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw?
Yeah, that would be more of a...
I love that. That's a fun sing-along, isn't it?
Yeah. It's great. A lot of really great stuff.
You mentioned Key West. They had a big celebration of life for him on Sunday all along Duval Street, which is the main drag there, and Main Street, I should say, I guess, in Key West. And there was a lot of performances and tributes, and it was a really special day down in Key West for Jimmy.
Now, on a much lighter note, coming up, we're going to talk to one of my favorite comedians.
Who's that?
That would be Greg Warren.
G-Rock's calling in?
Boo.
And then also we're going to talk to our... Now Christy's doing it? It's unbelievable.
He knows I'm kidding.
What was I going to say? Our NFL correspondent is Kasaki Economopoulos. And we'll talk to Kasaki in a little more than an hour. And I'll remind you once again, because we've got to get this done. I know it seems like a Monday, it's a Tuesday. I've already forgotten. But our Pigskin Pick'em competition, it rolls out every week, and it usually begins with that Thursday night game. So you've got to get all your picks in prior to Thursday. I'm not sure the exact time. I'll find out. But the first week of pro football starts officially in 2 nights. Yeah. And all you have to do is pick the winners. You don't have to worry about the point spread or any of that. And whoever gets the most winners will be the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. And there's a series of tiebreaker things in case we have more than one person who gets them all, which usually is the case. So once again, it's bobandtom.com/contest. Have some fun and maybe win the Rolls Royce of outdoor cooking, the famous Big Green Egg Mini Max. We turn to Christy Lee. She's at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, on a much lighter note in the music business, a dog ran away from his home in California, apparently to attend a Metallica concert at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
KABC reports the German Shepherd found at the venue was initially believed to have been abandoned. However, Metallica posted an update on social media saying Storm snuck out of her home adjacent to SoFi Stadium and made her way to the gig all by herself. After a full night of taking in the show with her Metallica family, Storm was safely reunited with her actual family the next day.
How crazy.
Her favorite song is Master of Puppies.
Oh, yeah, naturally.
Yeah. for whom the doorbell tolls. Enter mailman. Any of these?
Sure. These are all very cute.
Very cute. It's funny because I bet I venture to say the dog probably couldn't have gotten into the Taylor Swift show.
No,
didn't have enough money. Must be nice for a dog to come. Would it be bad for the doggy's ears though? Do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it would be great. They hear so. I don't know. Maybe he really likes it. If he lives next to SoFi Stadium, he's probably used to music. And
I know he went to
things
the
are
other. What was the other show he went? Twisted Setter.
Twisted Setter.
System of a Down Boy.
How many you got? Just 2 more.
Really quickly, you mentioned Taylor Swift because of her movie debut. Yes, the Taylor Swift The Eras Tour is going to come out on October 13th.
So smart.
Some films have changed their release dates. The Exorcist Believer will now come out early on October 6th. The romantic comedy What Happens Later with Meg Ryan now will be coming out till November 3rd. And Hilary Swank's film Ordinary Angels has been shelved for the time being. So
It has?
Yeah.
That's our buddy Drew Powell's movie.
I know. I was really looking forward to that.
Are you kidding?
No.
That sucks. Jeez. Well, apparently this is Is this a film of the concert or
Yes.
a live feed? Oh, so it's a film,
film
of
of
the
the
concert.
Real smart to do that. It's going to
Yeah.
be huge.
How many times are you going to go see it, Tom?
You already have
The
tickets.
man's
I
a
assume.
fine father. He may take his daughters.
I suffered through Barbie, so Taylor Swift is a great artist, so that won't be as painful as Barbie. I know it's politically incorrect not to like Barbie, but I thought it was
No, it is.
boring,
You're
boring and dumb.
You are allowed not to like it. It's totally fine. What the Taylor Swift concert's got to be 3 hours plus, do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Probably around there.
Yeah, the real one was.
Even I'm curious to see what kind of show she puts on, just because
It's getting great reviews.
Is
So
it?
you're going to go see it at the movie theater?
I don't know that I will. I think eventually this will make its way to a home streaming service, but
No, but I think we're starting to see. I think this is an interesting thing going on. I'm trying to remember. Ace, help me with this. Didn't Chick say that a bunch of college football games are going to be shown in movie theaters?
Yeah,
now?
there's.
No, the
Yeah.
ACC.
Yeah, even though they're on television, but people can get together and. This is the whole thing. It's about this community. I mean, it's kind of like concerts.
Well, the Taylor Swift thing's going to be a really hot ticket.
Yeah. The movie is already sold out in lots of places. So, but I mean, just in
Yeah.
general, if you're a sports fan and want to go see your favorite team at a movie theater, maybe this is going to rescue the movie theater business.
yeah, that's one of the things. Theaters have to do something.
Yeah, because I'm a fan of. I can barely watch anything at my house because I start doing chores and.
Oh.
Yeah, as great as this movie is, I've got to go move the sprinkler, stuff like that.
You need a chair. I think if you got your own chair where you felt
I have plenty of
comfortable-
chairs.
No, your chair, like your recliner or your chair with an ottoman or something where you're comfortable. You
Yeah.
would sit down and relax more.
I can't. I've got stuff to do. Right now.
All right.
It's a busy world we live in. And right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. What's BetterHelp all about? Well, if you got that voice in your head that just won't stop talking and you're having trouble getting to sleep, maybe one of the ways to help those thoughts that are racing through your mind calm down a little bit is through therapy. And BetterHelp is about accessing therapy and accessing a therapist through the internet. It's all done online. So try BetterHelp if you're looking into this. Like I said, it's entirely online. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And the therapy itself is done online. So it's especially convenient for you. And we're talking about you can do it as if you were on the phone. You could do it with a camera on, like a FaceTime call or a Zoom call, or you can do it texting back and forth. It's about what helps you. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month and get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. And it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Get on your way to being your best self with BetterHelp. And the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up, one of my favorite comedians. He is Greg Warren. Speaking of Greg's, Greg Hahn and Willie G. This weekend, Friday and Saturday at the Jukebox the famous jukebox in Peoria, Illinois. How do you get tickets for that, Willie?
Go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a ticket link in the bio. Come hang out, y'all.
All right. And I know that Greg is going to be in Appleton. I'll give you some details on that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Last time you were here,
yes,
you got talking about catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure you remember this.
In fact,
I remember it.
we actually use it.
We use it a lot.
Right now.
And
How's that working for you?
You know, I got to say that, you know, I'm a comic, so everything, and when I improvise something, it's a throwaway. And I'm certain that I've thrown away my career and the potential for a decent career 100 times. I've had people say to me, you know, that baked bean bit, the funniest thing I have, and I don't know what
they're talking about.
You know, because it's like, you know, I got my stuff, and then I got my, because you had that guy on from Bruce Springsteen earlier.
Sure.
And he was talking about working with the boss, and the boss way he works a set list. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say I'm like Bruce Springsteen, but I'm like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
You change it up every
I
night.
have a set list, and then I'm willing to.
Then you never follow it. Yeah.
You know, I'll do what I need to do. I'll do whatever I got. It's like making love. You know.
But you do it
right now.
Oh, that's right.
See, we love that phrase, and you've given it up. Then we were hoping.
I did it. You know, and when I did,
There's no right now T-shirts.
When I did the Bob and Tom Show tour, I don't know if I told you I did it.
Sure.
And Chick introduced me. He introduced me with that catchphrase.
Oh yeah, it's starting. It's starting.
Is it Sweeping America?
And
we want to. We'll bring you back on the tour, but only if we can do the right now thing.
Oh, look!
Could I hear
what I gotta do?
Could I hear the baked bean bit right now?
Because, you know, sometimes my mom used to make baked beans with her special sauce.
Yeah.
Which was mustard, ketchup, and sugar. And she would, you know, she go on to the dinner, come here right now, right, and she had this really deep voice. That's before she stopped smoking.
Yeah.
She was a Pall Mall babe.
Wow. Did the sugar make the beans
Brown sugar.
Sweet? It was a brown sugar. It was like the best thing in the world. And
Yeah.
my father was overweight, and so my father, and no matter what, she couldn't do any wrong. You know, this is the greatest thing I ever. You know, it's mustard and ketchup and
brown sugar. A lot of sugar in there,
and some Campbell's baked beans. And he we could have. If God bless my father. May rest in peace. He would have been happy with a trough.
Fill with oats.
And I'll tell you something. My father lived for dinner.
Did he?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Because my father, you know, my father was.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. They put the F in professional.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I live for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your big brother, Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Small world. I slept with your big brother Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theater. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, huh?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet. On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Hi, this is Mike Burbank.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin making us laugh with his silly, silly songs.
Hello, John.
There's Willie Griswold.
Those were silly, silly songs, weren't they?
Ace Cosby over there.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tommy.
Thank you very much. The man is back from his fishing trip. Josh, Lake of the Ozarks.
Yes.
How cold was the water when you went in?
90. Yeah, the water temp was
Hot.
it was warm.
It's hot.
Yeah, but not uncomfortable. But that Saturday, it was Friday and Saturday, it was about 90 degrees.
Do you worry about fishies biting your toes when you're...
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Tom, did you see the latest alligator that was caught in a lake outside of Orlando? 920 pounds.
Boy, oh boy, what a fat.
They're calling it Gatorzilla.
Wow.
Man.
Fat ass.
Oh, and then I think we have we have Greg Zilla joining us.
Hi, Greg.
One of my favorite comedians. He is comedian Greg Warren.
Hey, Greg.
Who today is not sporting a cap, showing off that big head of hair, probably just to make Pat annoyed. Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Nice to see you, and happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You had a good time, did you?
I did.
Good,
I had a great time. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Greg is 68.
No.
Oh,
not.
Well,
no.
I thought
that's not true, John.
What are you, 45?
That's how old the prostitute was
55.
that the guys got for her.
Really? Double nickel.
Double nickel. Yeah.
She's very good.
Yeah, she's
yeah. What'd you do for your birthday, Greg?
I had lunch with some friends, and then we went and hit some baseballs at the batting cages, and then had dinner with the family.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was a good time.
Good.
And then I was out in L.A.
I saw that.
A couple of days before and had a pretty fun dinner with some folks you guys know, Augie Smith, Tommy Jonigan, Henry Phillips, Mark Gross. It was a great time.
Who picked up the tab?
If Gross didn't, what are you guys doing?
I picked it up.
You know what? That's the thing. Greg is so generous, but there's no reason Gross or Jonigan shouldn't have paid for that dinner.
Yeah.
They're on strike. They're on strike, Josh.
It doesn't mean they didn't make gross amounts of money before.
Wow. Well, I don't, on your birthday too, they should have picked it up. Come on.
Well, no, they would have. I just it was that thing where I hate that thing where like we're throwing in 9 credit cards.
I do too. I'm with you.
Just stop it.
You're a good man, Greg. Good man.
Yeah.
Give me the check.
They'll get the next one. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Greg Warren, I can't help but notice that beginning this Thursday, you're going to be at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin.
It's a good club.
Always gets great reviews.
Really excited.
Good.
Yeah, really. I love that place, man. Love that place.
Now, what's on your mind this week?
I want to talk about the history of elevators, Tom.
Speaking of Skyline, yeah.
Yep. Goes all the way back to Archimedes, 236 BC.
There were no elevators then.
Yes, Josh, there were. Human operated. There were pulleys, human operated, which from what I've learned in cartoons, those fellows can be easily distracted.
Don't let go of the rope, Otis.
Hey, Aurelius, what time is it? It's oh no. Well, actually, there were uses for elevators back in the day. One of the earliest was at the Roman Colosseum. You'd be there watching a gladiator match, and all of a sudden, lions, wolves, leopards, and bears would rise out from underneath the Colosseum and appear on the field.
Wow!
And that they were. It took 8 men to operate those elevators.
8 brave men.
Yes, a very brave man, and never like a nice animal. It's a bunny rabbit. And that was a terrifying time. Those Coliseum fights with the.
How did they get the animals into the elevator?
A lot of treats.
I mean, without getting eaten themselves.
Well, one of the 8 men would go, well,
all right.
I guess I'm bait today.
Yeah. It's going to be, now it's a 7-man operation.
And also, I don't know if those guys really got to pick their jobs. I don't think there was a lot of career day options.
Good point, Willie. Excellent point, Willie.
That's right. In the movie.
I don't think they didn't go to trade school for that.
No.
And then, sometimes, of course, when they ran out of lions, they'd put a guy in a lion suit, and that didn't work out very well.
Just an actor. Roar!
Yeah.
Roar!
Yeah. And then even worse, when they ran out of gladiators, they'd put a lion in a gladiator suit, and that was bloody. Yeah.
Embarrassingly obvious.
Another
Ace has
early
something
elevator.
to say here. He can't stand it. Yes, Ace?
Well, no. That reminded me in the movie Gladiator, they utilize an elevator.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonderful aside.
Well, no, he's just backing me up, Josh. Thank you, Ace.
These are facts.
Yes. And another early elevator, Tom, was King Louis XV in France. He had an elevator going from the first to the second floor called the flying chair. The second floor was where he kept his mistress.
Of course he did, yes.
Yeah.
I heard that all the King Louis, 1 through 15, had an elevator, but they skipped Louis XIII, weirdly enough.
Sure, yeah. It's considered bad luck. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of odd?
Very good, Willie.
Thank you, Greg.
Very good. Yeah, that flying chair deal, there were men like hidden in a chimney to operate that elevator. Mummy, is that Father Christmas? No, that man is there to transport your father to his concubine every night.
So did they have just wait around the whole time waiting for a bing?
Yeah.
There were actually 3 guys, 2 guys to lift the elevator and 1 to move that arrow from 1 to 2.
There was also a thing called the flying table that Louis XV had, where he didn't really want to be around the servants when they were preparing the meal. So he would just be on the second floor with his buddies, and then all of a sudden, a fully set table with food would just rise up into his dining room, as it were.
The dream. The dream, yeah.
Tom, you grew up around rich people. Any of your friends at prep school have one of these things?
Flying
the butler? Wasn't it called
I did have a buddy that had a dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Oh, yeah?
It was so cool.
Boy, I had a dumb waiter at Applebee's. Where's your Coke? I said tea.
Yeah, the thing was, it was in an old house, and I was it was probably about, you could kind of crawl in it barely. It was sort of the size
of a dishwasher, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A good analogy. But that was very cool. And of course, we dicked around with it, of course, and someone would get in. And you'd leave them stuck halfway between. These were
that's not safe.
Yeah.
Nice stuff.
Kids.
In the 1800s, there was, a lot of elevators going up and down. They were mostly hydraulic or cable. The problem with the cable pulley system is no safeguards. If the rope snaps, you're going to fall to your death. And then Alicia Graves Otis achieved what we call it the Warren Report breakthrough. Okay?
Wow.
He shows up at the 1854 World's Fair, and he has a demo of an elevator, and he's got an axe man, and there's a rope holding the elevator up, and he says, cut the rope. The guy cuts the rope. The elevator falls an inch.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Yep. Safeguards is what Otis came up with, and I think, Tom, you're an Otis man, right?
I'm brand loyal.
Yeah.
If I get to a skyscraper, it's not an Otis. I'm taking the stairs.
Good thinking. They still got Otis dominates. The escalator was invented by a guy named Jesse Reno, and it was Jesse. It was a ride at Coney Island.
Oh, really?
Yes, the escalator was a ride at Coney Island. Then a guy named Seeberger sort of redesigned it, and then Otis bought him out. If you were going up and down back in the 1800s, Otis had a piece of it.
Good for him.
Yeah, he got in on pogo sticks, I think, for a while.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No one goes up or down in this town without me.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It was the escalator was a ride.
It's you know what, Greg? I still treat it like a ride. Whenever I get on at the airport or
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Passers-by, they go, "You're supposed to stand on the right." I go, "Get out of town, pal. This is a roller coaster for me."
I think it's always the dismount is always fun, right?
You gotta pay attention.
I hate them. I hate escalators. One of them stopped when I was
Josh, there's a reason you should. Elevators are 20 times safer than escalators.
That's right.
I believe that.
I don't know. I would imagine all these incidents are shoelace related.
They have to be.
Long pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets caught when you're trying to get off of the ding thing.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was terrified that my shoelace was going to get stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an imprinting or a thing from a movie or cartoon.
There was just a story the other day. A woman lost her leg because of that.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
What?
Yes. I can pull it up.
Greg,
she got it caught.
It's not the danger that bothers me. It's just I was on an escalator and it stopped. I was stuck on that thing for 4 hours.
Hey, Josh, you can just walk up.
Huh? What's that?
Yeah, you can just walk up once they stop.
I'm telling you, it was stopped. We couldn't move.
Yeah, Josh, it's funny. I have this original thought that I wrote and thought of that I'm going to put into my act about how an escalator doesn't really break, man. It just becomes the stairs. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I wrote that. That sounds a little bit like Mitch Hedberg.
No, that's me. That's me.
Put on some tinted glasses.
You wrote that, huh?
Yeah. I used to steal jokes. I still do, but I used to too.
That's also that's brilliant in a lot of ways. Elevators are safe, man. There's only 26 elevator deaths a year, and half of those are from elevator technicians.
Oh boy, that's a risky game.
Man.
Yeah, there's 26 a day in cars. Manhattanite Nicholas White was trapped in an elevator for 41 hours back in 1999.
Oh, boy.
If you ride an elevator within a month's time, you have a 1 in 5,000 chance of getting trapped in an elevator. If you ride it for 25 years, you have like a 1 in 17 chance. So, to be trapped in an elevator.
Have you ever been trapped in an elevator?
No.
Have you, Tom?
No.
I farted in an elevator. You have anything on that, Greg?
I don't, Josh. I think that you know that I don't. The Warren Report doesn't do that kind of stuff.
I thought maybe you did your research.
You know the closed door button on the elevator? That's a placebo. Yeah. It's
fake.
It's fake. It doesn't, you just press it. It's to give the illusion that you have control. Doors close by themselves.
Are we sure every elevator? I feel like there was one that every time I hit it, man, it really would close.
No.
I don't know about that.
Actually, Josh, I think there may be a couple out there, but for the most part, they are placebos. It's a lot like when the airlines they email you and ask for your input on how was your flight? How can we improve? I'm gonna make some changes over there.
I think they'll like my idea about only aisle seats. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg, at Josh's insistence, I Googled it, and look what I found. A 49-year-old woman was arrested last month on the charge of, quote, nuisance nuisance injurious to health after defecating in an elevator at the courthouse in Fort Pierce.
Of course, you'd find that.
Yeah, this is thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
Didn't really
thanks,
want
Josh.
the report to go in this direction.
In footage from the security camera, the suspect appears to pull her pants down and back up toward the interior elevator buttons.
Oh, toward the buttons, no less. So you couldn't not miss it, or you had to see it.
Wow. Could have been worse. Could have been an escalator.
Thanks, Josh.
Not my fault.
Good way to close it.
Yeah, totally your fault.
Pooping.
Every time we go to the bathroom, he can't get back out. Of course, in the 1920s, people were a little nervous about elevators, so elevators started playing soothing music. They piped in relaxing music, which is called elevator music.
That's right.
You guys have heard that, right? Yeah.
Well, at least now
I believe Chuck Mangione still pays royalties to Otis.
Now, wouldn't you say, Greg, that because of the fact that cell phones are everywhere, that's made the elevator experience a little more comfortable? That awkward silence is no longer a thing because you just stare at your phone and pretend you're doing something? I think it's very helpful.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I make it worse. Who are you texting? What are you looking at? Who are you talking to?
Want to see my OnlyFans page?
Yes, I just farted.
That was an old Tommy Johnigan pickup line. If he'd see a girl texting on her phone or looking at her phone, he'd go, "Hey, if you're trying to text me, it didn't go through."
Ah,
It's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah, Tommy did well, and he picked up more girls in malls for a couple of years there.
Really?
When you go after the 15-year-old.
Yeah. Which store were we in?
They were of age. They were of age.
You want to get out of Claire's?
Well,
he was a scumbag.
We have to wrap it up. Greg Warren this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin. Go see Greg live. He's great.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome,
Greg.
man. Thank you.
Tom, can I do a wrap, a one last one?
Yes, absolutely.
I just thought this was funny. Back in the old days before elevators, the high floors, because you had to walk up, they were reserved for servants and poor people. But they had the best views.
Sure.
So once you got elevators, that's became the penthouse. I think it started with the one poor guy running his mouth and be like, "Hey, boss, man, you should see it up there. It's great. Would you shut up?" Nice job. Hey, boss, we're getting it. We're in the basement. We're in the basement for the rest of our lives.
Thank you, Greg. That's
Bye,
awesome.
guys.
Nice.
Bye, Greg.
See you, Greg.
Well, I know that Chick's going to be getting home here in a few minutes. And I know what he'll be doing. He'll be going to the compound where he's going to feel safe and secure thanks to Simply Safe Home Security and their revolutionary home monitoring innovation, 24/7 live guard protection designed to help stop crime in real time. So if an intruder breaks into your house, Simply Safe professional monitoring, they can actually see, speak to, and deter through their Simply Safe Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them in their tracks. Get the details at simplysafetom.com. Simply Safe, you put it together yourself. It's got incredible reviews online, so you don't have to believe me. Check out the reviews of Simply Safe, and for a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Details posted at simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. The Fast Protect monitoring plan. Lots of other great stuff with Simply Safe. Make sure you get proper smoke and fire detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. You can get lots of, I think Chick has 11 cameras now. It's like you're switching a live NFL game. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafetom.com. Coming up, speaking of football, our NFL correspondent Kasaki Economopoulos. Also coming up, we've got car theft in the news and a sweet, sweet doggy story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
I did go out with a girl a lot younger than me, which was an odd experience.
Yeah.
lot younger, early 30s, very early 30s, 22. And
Yeah.
it was a mistake because I thought I'd be the older, well, for two reasons it was a mistake. One, I thought I'd be the older, experienced man, and I would teach her about love, so I'm very confident, I'm giving her hot talk in her ear. I don't know if you've ever done that, where you're right next to someone's ear, and you're kind of like... I'm paraphrasing.
Of course, I understand.
This is in the transcript. Hey, baby, you like that? You like what I'm doing, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, well, I bet you do. Yeah, well, I think you're hot.
I think you're hot, too.
I'm getting turned on by the own girl in my own routine. I'm actually thinking,
were you doing both voices then?
Voices?
Yeah, Bob and I are on the same page.
I'm not sitting there. Yeah, you doing both voices while you're whispering in her ear?
Yeah,
it's like a ventriloquist.
Yeah,
you all right?
It's just my sock puppet, honey. Just play along. Lonely time.
I think you're hot, too.
Oh, yeah, do you? Well, I'm going to give it to you.
I want you to give it to me, baby. Tell me about what you got down there.
Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Tell me what you got down there.
What do you want to know about it?
Just tell me all about it.
Well, I've had it my whole life. I keep it very clean. I'm fastidious about hygiene.
Now tell me what it does.
It works well with others. Team player, self-motivated.
Now tell me how big it is.
Well, that is an issue of perspective. You can't judge it. You got to go right now?
Oh, come on.
Hey, see you on Craigslist. Another smooch girl.
Dwight Slade is our guest.
That was a bad move.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick program on the Bob and Tom Show.
She's a mystery girl.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one knows what she's all about. She's a mystery girl. No one knows what she does. She says she doesn't have a job, but she drives a Ferrari and she lives in the nicest part of town. She's a mystery girl. No one knows what she does. She's always getting text messages right in the middle of our dates. She has to go somewhere right away. She's a mystery girl. And then she pays her bill all in singles. She comes home really late in the evening, says she's not in the mood for love, and she got rug burns on her knees. She's a mystery girl. No one knows where she's been. Once I found these weird fuzzy handcuffs in the top drawer of her dresser. She got a tattoo that says something that you can't say on the radio, but she's a mystery girl. All right, here's the bridge. She told me she was a virgin. But
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy, and you're listening to the Bob and Tom Radio.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavour.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we were just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God!
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
We're talking about those encounters that you have and what things are spoken. We've heard, for example, this morning, Chick, you want to review a couple of
Choke me, you dirty bastard. I'm going to be going like a freight train. The other one woman screeched like an owl.
Go to line one.
Okay. Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Hi.
What have you heard or said, Jenny?
What have I heard? I've heard, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait. Could you do that again, Jenny? That made my morning.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I need that isolated for my sports intro.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is so funny. Do it again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's say, Jenny, what'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was?
Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful.
Hi, this is Stop.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance arena.
Hey, Josh.
There's Willie Griswold.
I want to sit in an arena.
Do you?
Buy a ticket to the Pat Godwin Show. $400.
Wow, he's proud of those.
Aftermarket.
Oh, sure.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold, sitting at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Steven Singer Jewelers is proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are. They're giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase. While supplies last, purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details. And there's Tommy.
Thank you very much. We were talking with Greg Warren about elevators. Kind of interesting. And I remembered this story from early in the summer. Here it is from the Associated Press. German authorities are saying a man died following an accident involving an elevator in Berlin. Apparently, he was descending from an upper floor. He got stuck in the elevator's machinery between two floors. This is an old-fashioned elevator that still survives, apparently, in some old German public buildings. It's called a Paternoster.
Oh, yeah, it just keeps running the whole time. It just keeps
going, and you have to...
Jump on, jump off.
Yeah, you have to jump on when the...
There are no doors.
Yeah.
It's like some of those rides at Disney World that can constantly move and you just step on.
Yeah, exactly.
But apparently, I don't know if he tripped or... Wow. That's sort of a slow-motion guillotine. And also, the last line of this is what makes me laugh. It said, the accident happened in a building housing an ophthalmological clinic. So that's where you want to have something like this, where people are having trouble with their vision. Well, I got these drops in my eyes. I guess I'll go jump on the carousel elevator.
What do you do if you're looking at the elevator and it's just bloody legs?
Oh.
I'll get the next one.
I'll take the stairs. Who needs to see? Screw my eyes.
Pat, did you see you have a tribute to this?
No, we went back and forth on this because I thought it was such a gross story. I started something, but that just wasn't right.
Would you want to try a work in progress?
Sure.
Okay, so this is a failure, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You'll know why. Elevator cut a guy in half. Tom wants a song, but it won't get a laugh. Living in Berlin, that's where this story begins. It was an old-fashioned jumping off, not an Otis. Isn't that the way they say it goes? up and down, then splat. Get me a lawyer and we will sue them. I will cut the guy in two, poor dead German. Didn't survive the blow. He got cut in half. See what I mean here? It was a bloodbath.
Oh, boy.
Caught in the machinery. Imagine how his family feels.
Sad.
Man, they're going to sue that elevator.
Yeah.
See, so it really was a work in progress.
That was the problem.
Beginning and an ending.
Okay. Yes, all
Well,
right.
yeah, that song has good bones, though. I think it'll eventually something.
Yeah, I assume that they've maybe gotten rid of those elevators now.
Probably not.
I don't think so. Who knows?
No, let's be honest. Only one guy's had problems with it. So, can you blame the elevator?
And the lady I was thinking of who lost her leg, it was not an escalator. I apologize. It was earlier this summer in June at the Bangkok airport. It was one of those walkways, the moving walkways. She got her leg stuck at the end and they had to amputate.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I love those things. Get to my flight a little early.
Sure.
Use like a treadmill, get some exercise in.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You ever turn around, go backwards?
Oh, the kids love that, don't they?
What a great gag.
Just a great gag.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
Yes, I love when the kids do that as I'm racing to my flight to make my connection.
Trying to get around the family fun.
Here's the thing. They're allowed to use it as a playground, but you're also allowed to take a kid out with your carry-on.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's
fair game.
Look, Bobby. Okay.
Well,
Christy
here's a
Lee,
happy little story.
What do you got?
To change the whole pace of the show, a troop of corgis paraded outside Buckingham Palace to remember Queen Elizabeth II, a year since her death. Over the weekend, around 20 royal fans and their pet corgis gathered to walk outside the palace in honor of the late Queen. Agatha Sarah Gilbert, who organized the event, said, I can't see a better way to remember her than through the breed she loved and cherished through her life. Corgis were the late Queen's constant companions since she was a child, and Elizabeth owned around 30 throughout her life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They are cute. They have those little tiny little
Oh, they're
legs.
so
They are cute.
I was around one over the weekend. Lemon. She's so cute.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't.
It was everything's going great. There's this parade of corgis,
Yeah.
and even those guards who are so stoic are
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of smiling, and then one of the corgis starts humping another one as a tribute to Prince Andrew.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Nice little young corgi, you see.
Get off that puppy.
Andrew likes him young, you see.
Friends with Epstein.
Coming up.
That's right. And no American politicians were friends with Epstein either.
We have the most polarizing foods. We're going to talk food coming up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you have a polarizing food?
Mayonnaise, you know that.
Yeah. Josh?
Ugh.
I don't care for cilantro. I wish I did. I wish I did because suddenly it's in everything I'm served.
Oh, I did that. I sent letters to every restaurant.
Why I oughta?
I said put cilantro in the ice cream for all I care.
Isn't there an actual T-shirt for that?
Probably, yeah. But and apparently it's a biological disposition to not like cilantro.
Yeah.
It's genetic. And
it
if
makes
you don't,
it taste like soap to you or
It
something.
just tastes like poison. It's weird.
I love cilantro.
I know. I
Me
wish I did,
too.
man. I really wish I did.
Guacamole, put it in my soup. I'll just eat it. I eat it straight off the thing. I just eat it like, I'm like a little bunny rabbit eating the top of a carrot.
Wish I liked it.
Well, we have a number of the top 5 of foods that are big turnoffs for people. Kind of a surprise in a couple cases, I think. And also we have some folks. Josh, I know that you were in costume as a mascot at Six Flags.
That's right.
We've got some mascots in trouble at Disneyland.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out what happened. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick, empowered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
You want to play one of the silly ones? We'd love to hear one.
Sure, yeah. Well, my name's Batman, but you can call me Bob. And when I see the boy wonder, I just say, yo, Rob, I used to wear a cape. And
and do the leotard bit. Now I'm wearing a hoodie and jeans because I don't give I guess I can't say that.
That's okay.
I don't give an underwear drawer.
I used to bust my butt all day fighting crime. Now I'm rocking the Bob and Tom show when I sing my rhymes. And I can turn any crowd into a crazy old mom. Cause I'm Batman. But you can call me Bob. Well, I'll tell you all a story that once happened to me. Well, me and little Robin, we were just cruising down the street. We were in the Batmobile, and we had the lights turned low. We had a six-pack of bat beer on ice, so we were good to go. And with the radio blasting out our old theme song, Robin kept on passing me that big old bat bong. I took a couple of hits, and the next thing I know, there was a cop pulling us over to the side of the road. He said, hey, what's your name, boy? You look like a slob. I said, I'm Batman, officer, but you can call me Bob. Well, I turned to little Robin. I said, hey, buddy, it's getting kind of late. I gotta find a date before I start to hallucinate. So we found this little place. We went inside and they carded Robin at the door. They asked about his age. He just lied. He was like 13, I think. I'm not really sure how old he is. Well, I went up to the bar and ordered myself a little Coke and Jack, and that's when I felt a strong hand on the back of my back. And I turned around and I dropped my drink because there was this girl there in a mink, and she was about the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, I think. And I introduced her, Robin. I said, hey, this little guy's name is Rob. Well, I'm the Batman, baby, but you can call me Bob. Well, I promised to behave, and we went back to the Bat Cave, and she took one look at my place, and, well, she started to rave, and then she gave me a nice kiss, and she said, I'll be right back. I'm just going to slip out some of these clothes for a minute so we can relax. So she left the room for a minute, and I threw in some tunes. I opened up my new multi-million-dollar skylight so we could look at the moon. But when she came back in, well, she had this big old whip in her hand. Turns out she's a crazy, psychotic Catwoman. She started chasing me around my house, and she was screaming that she wanted me dead. Had to whip out my batarang. Hit her right in the head. She went out like a light. I said, oh, man, what a night. Had to drag her down to the police department where they locked her up tight. And as I was leaving, the sergeant looked at me and he said, hey, son, you've done a fine job. I said, I know. I'm Batman. But you can call me Bob.
Yes! Fantastic. Wow, that was fantastic. That was great, man. Thanks. Bob Schneider is our guest.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. Wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theater. This week's Spit Take Theater presentation, The Important Meeting. Hello, Jenkins here.
Yeah, Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theater. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theater.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. Yeah, people are always asking me, they're like, hey, that must have been tough. Your dad was a wrestling coach. He must have pushed you really hard.
Mm-hmm.
He did. But you think about it, he pushed me in athletics. That's sort of a normal thing to push your kid in, right? There's people out there who spend their whole lives trying to find Bigfoot. How'd you like to have that guy pushing you? Do you even want to find Bigfoot, son? Because you don't act like it. You don't have a tracking map. You don't have night goggles. You don't know how to make a plaster mold out of a footprint. What do you think he's going to show up, son? Oh, wait, there's somebody at the door. It's Bigfoot, Greg. You found Bigfoot? That's not the way it works, pal. You better shape up, because right now I don't think you could find the neighbor's dog.
Can I just say that I really love doing this program?
Oh, thank you.
As a comedian, this is like such a fun. It's actually entertaining and fun to do it. And as a comedian, you do a lot of shows, and I did a radio program a few weeks ago, and they introduced me as the bad boy of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I never said I was the bad boy of anything, nor do I want to be introduced as such.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd they get
Only in comedy do you ever hear that. You never hear that in other professions. You never hear, he's the bad boy of gynecology. See the guy putting on his gloves with his fingers cut off?
Had his finger in a dike.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hello, the Bob and Tom Show. Yeah, there's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello, Josh.
Willie Griswold there.
You're a delight, Josh.
Well, thank you, Willie.
Yes, I
you
need
are
that.
as well. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Chick back tomorrow, and there's Tom.
There's a certain panic in your voice when you do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't feel panicked.
Really?
Yeah.
He seems excited.
I just try to get it. Yeah, I just try to.
There's that second of, do I start here or do I? But you're doing a nice job. It's fresh every time.
Well, thank you.
And you're flying blind, buddy.
It's no.
And that's the
like
way to go. That's how
I like that.
That's how I prefer to be.
He needs a script to introduce the show.
You're like an improvising jazz solo saxophone player. You're going in, you're going up, you're going down.
I like to keep myself on my own toes, if you will.
You're the Charlie Parker of intros, but when I say it in the nicest way, there's like I don't know where it's going.
No, I don't. I don't either.
I know.
Sometimes I throw things out there just to see if I can get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like a guitar solo where you wonder, is this guy ever going to get back to the point?
Yeah.
Could we
Rarely
get out
do
of
I.
this? Sorry.
We have Christy Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Disneyland reportedly has launched an investigation after several employees at their Anaheim, California amusement park were caught on camera twerking while dressed up as the company's family-friendly cartoon characters.
Is that right?
Several videos purportedly filmed on the Disneyland property show workers wearing Minnie Mouse and Pluto costumes were performing risque dance moves.
That's no good.
Meanwhile, another controversial clip depicts a life-size Pinocchio doll placed in position so as to simulate a sex act on a Captain Hook replica.
Was Hook yelling, "Lie to me, lie to me"?
Oh, God. I don't see any of these videos.
No, I haven't checked them out.
Yeah, there's one with Daisy Duck, and she bends over. You can see her quack.
Oh, that's... I'm eating my own quack.
You were a mascot, right?
I was Foghorn Leghorn at Six Flags St. Louis.
And there's a certain, ethical code. I
never would have done anything like that.
Yeah, of course. No good.
I'm a man of higher integrity than
Are you really?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
There's there is the famous one of where you see Bill Cosby and the
oh God,
Sleeping Beauty, and he's slipping her a roofie.
Yeah, making sure
he wants to make sure she's really out. No, too soon.
I would have gone with slipping a Mickey because the Mickey's at the end.
Nice.
Oh, very good. Authorities in Florida caught an alleged car thief after he posted about his quote-unquote new Mercedes-Benz on social media.
What a dummy.
No, this is funny. I like it when criminals advertise what they're doing. Don't make any effort to stop this. This rules.
WOFL.
Waffle.
We don't waffle on the news.
We're just awful.
Reports this 23-year-old Nicholas Coffey reportedly was driving through Deltona in a Mercedes-Benz that was stolen out of Ormond Beach.
Deltona, you know where that is.
No, where's Deltona?
It's near Daytona, which is near DeLand.
Oh, where's DeLand?
It's near DC.
Oh.
Completely unenjoyable.
This flavor.
It makes me laugh every time.
I know, yeah, yes.
Don't know why. The man's social media showed him wearing the same clothing as a person seen in security footage as he was boasting on social media about having a new Mercedes-Benz.
Didn't even change his
Didn't
shirt.
even-
And I hope it was like, man, you just got to hustle. You got to work hard every day. Good things happen, man. God gives.
Detectives tracked down the 23-year-old and took him into custody.
Well, I hope the forced sodomy was worth all the likes he's getting. Social media.
Yeah, you got poked, all right.
Look what I discovered. Oh, it's a car.
Can you still poke on Facebook?
I don't
no.
think so.
Oh, they
no.
got rid of that?
Yeah.
I think you can, but
That's why I'm no longer on it. It was the best feature.
That's why you were.
That's right.
You were the poke guy.
No, never. I never really understood it.
It was.
What does it mean? I don't know either.
It was just sort of a hey there, right?
Yeah, it's just a way that you find out that some weirdo from high school isn't dead. That's like, oh, yeah. He's still around.
A new Instacart survey reveals some of America's most polarizing foods. According to the poll of over 2,000 adults, anchovies top the list as America's least favorite food.
I need to talk to a chef about this.
50% of respondents disliking it.
Is there anchovies, or are there anchovies in Caesar dressing?
In traditional Caesar dressing,
Yes.
But I mean, is it ground up in them?
Sometimes you can actually. Sometimes there. I've had a Caesar salad, Christy. Have you? Where you can actually. There are like whole and or maybe halved anchovies in the salad.
In the salad, yeah, but
Yeah.
not part of the dressing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think I would have answered I don't like them, but I think I probably do.
There's a chance.
I don't know.
I didn't hate it when I had that salad.
I like a Caesar salad. What else do people hate?
Black licorice, 45%.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
My Joey Wednesday loves black licorice.
Does he?
My youngest brother,
Wow.
because my grandma loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of a freaky weirdo, isn't he? From what you've told us,
He's got
about
some
him?
eclectic tastes.
Yeah.
Isn't black licorice the name of a porno?
Oh, geez.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it's-
Lexington Steel.
And it's LICK dash.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know this isn't. Spangle says you can still poke on Facebook in case you wanted to know that.
Is that right?
Yes.
Because he's the weirdo out there
He's a
poking
poker.
people,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Oysters, 41%.
Disliked
it.
Oh, dislike. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Love.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
with you.
like 'em.
Love them.
I think
like anything
one
on
of you
here.
already pointed this out. The look, that sort of congealed snot look.
Interestingly enough, 51% of women said they hated oysters. 30% of men said the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think
guys think it's probably too much,
Well, guys like it because they think it's an aphrodisiac. That's what they've heard, I bet.
I actually like the taste. And
Yeah, but guys don't need any help. I can eat mozzarella sticks and make me horny. Are you kidding me?
Beets are disliked by 33% of the population.
love them.
Hate them.
Hate them.
Love 'em.
Hate them.
Never been a fan.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's like eating dirt.
there's a natural sweetness. Am I the only one that likes it?
No, I love
I make juice out of them, carrots and beets, but you have to warn people.
Oh, here we
Because
go.
no, it's a fact. If you do beet juice, it makes your turds come out red and they start shimmering and looks like it looks like you're having internal bleeding. I'm not kidding.
It's all well and good.
I'm totally serious.
33% of
I
those.
had to cancel the ambulance when I realized it was just the beet juice coming back to say hello.
Your poop was red.
33% don't like blue cheese. No, I like blue
Hate
cheese.
blue cheese.
Hate it.
Get it out of here.
It should-
Why is it still? We have ranch.
I like blue cheese.
I know.
Hate ranch.
I know a lot of people.
Hey, you want to ruin your salad? Get some blue cheese on there.
Yeah.
No.
And they should mark it when you're at a salad bar.
They often do, but it's sometimes not.
I think it should be imprinted with or infused rather with color of some sort.
Blue.
Make it blue so you know it's blue.
I was in a bar in New York City one time, and I got chicken wings, and she goes, those come with blue cheese. I go, oh, can I get some ranch, actually? And she goes, actually, we don't serve ranch. You're not in the South anymore, sweetie. And I wanted to go, actually, I'm from the Midwest, and this is why people hate it here. You're the reason people don't like it here.
Unbelievable that they wouldn't offer an alternative.
Actually, though, the blue cheese there was quite nice. It tasted
Sometimes I've had some blue cheese dressing that is okay.
pretty good.
Really?
The rest can go right
What's
in the
the other term? Isn't there another name for blue cheese? Is it Roquefort?
Scrotal cheese.
No.
Yeah. Devil's jizz.
Oh, gosh. I should have known better. Okra.
Smegma.
You thought you were having a conversation.
Right, I did. Thanks, Pat. Okra. 33% of the folks don't like okra. I've never had that, so I can't comment.
You've never had okra? Next time we go to Cracker Barrel, get yourself some fried okra.
What's the taste?
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's my most hated food.
Is it really?
Yes.
Really?
Huh.
Shocking for a couple reasons.
Thank you, Josh.
What is okra? Is it?
It's like it's a vegetable and it's
Green and slimy.
It's kind of a stalky green. Yeah, it's almost like a
celery.
You almost slice it, kind of like a thick jalapeno. You would slice it like that, but
Yeah, Cracker Barrel, they have one called Okra Winfrey. It's a
geez.
full portion. Overpriced.
And capers come in at 28%.
Love capers. Those are those little tiny like pea things that you have with
that
salmon.
are on salmon.
Those are the best.
They don't have any taste. Do they have flavor?
Yeah,
there is some flavor
They're
to
real
them.
salty. They're good.
Okay.
And they're fun to play with. Remember that game? Remember that game like
Yeah,
Mr. Magnet?
Yes.
Remember the thing where you take the magnet and you move stuff around?
Yeah.
That's what eating capers is like. You got to position your fork just right, and you hockey shoot them over to the fork.
Well, having dinner with you must be something.
Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
when you rake leaves, do you recreate Civil War battles?
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. I go, there's
General Sherman.
Yeah,
Okay, just asking.
Yes, different hills and such.
Top reasons Americans think a food could be polarizing include, and this is a good one, the smell. Smell can really turn you off. Yeah.
That's why I don't eat poop.
57% said strong flavor and texture were a reason that they don't like a certain food.
You can imagine people don't like the texture of oysters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Visual appearance, 47%.
Boy, oysters hits all three, doesn't it?
And it goes with this one, too. Type of flavor, sweet, sour, salty, 47%. How it makes you feel after eating it, 32%.
Yeah.
69% of those polled said they encountered a food they had initially disliked but eventually grew to enjoy. That would be cheese for me. I hated cheese as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Beets
Wouldn't
for
eat
me.
anything.
Didn't like beets as a kid. Now I love them.
Now I like cheese. I wish I didn't.
That makes
but I
sense.
do. And 37% said they are eager to try new foods that have a polarizing or controversial reputation. See, I would be the opposite. I'm not eager to try anything new.
Pat, have you ever eaten something you wouldn't eat again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to name names.
There's probably only one to pick from, really.
Yeah, with Pat's history.
What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have Kasaki Economopoulos, and we're going to talk football as we get ready for the NFL season to start on Thursday.
Which reminds me, we've got our Pigskin Pick'em I'm going to be telling you all about in just a couple minutes. Your shot at winning the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Right now, you'll be a winner if you listen to me here because the Raycon earbuds, folks, are having a special sale right now. We've been talking about Raycon earbuds long before we were talking about them. Chick McGee was talking about these things a long time ago. They're the best. They're significantly cheaper than those very expensive ones that fall out of your ears. The Raycon earbuds, I love them. If you see me walking my dogs, I probably have the Raycon earbuds in because I'm so sick of talking to those dogs. They make up so many stories. This is the best day of my life. I'm having a great time. You're the greatest dad. Okay, I know. You just want a biscuit. Now, the Raycon earbuds are awesome. And they immediately sync to your phone, which I love, and they stay synced. They don't fall out of your ears. They've got, they're just really comfortable and they really sound great. 8 hours of playtime with Raycon earbuds, 32 hours of battery life. And you'll love this. They start at half the price of a lot of other premium audio brands. So check it out. We get love letters from people who listen to us and got the Raycon earbuds. School's back in session, which means Raycon is having their back-to-school sale for a limited time. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's B-U-I, buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off site-wide and free shipping. When's the last time you heard about free shipping? Once again, buyraycon.com/Tom. It's a lot of three-letter words. B-U-Y-R-A-Y-C-O-N-C-O-M-T-O-M. Oh, it's like a crossword puzzle. Buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off free shipping. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. My personal endorsement, by the way. Coming up, the very handsome Kasaki Economopoulos. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
changes you'd like to make in the world right now?
I got to tell you, okay, first of all, as you guys know, I drive a Cadillac. And if you don't know, Cadillac is kind of considered the Mercedes of cars. And
so I've heard. Yeah.
It's a real big car, and it goes real fast, and I can't always follow all the rules of the road. Okay. So I'm barreling down the street, and I guess the light was red. Who can tell at that speed?
Yeah.
And I got the photo ticket.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never gotten it, what it is you're going through the intersection, then there's a flashlight, and you think, I hit 88. I'm going back in time, right?
Yeah.
Finally a chance to go try to break up my parents before they can get together at the child abandonment under the sea dance.
That seems negative.
Oh, boy.
But it's not that at all. Mike, they're not. The police aren't even going to work anymore. They're just setting up a camera and calling it good. They're paparazzi. I don't blame them. I don't blame all the laws that they're supposed to. You get in your car, you got to wear a seatbelt. Why do you wear a seatbelt? Because it's the right thing to do? No, because the man tells you have to.
That's right.
Right? Click it or ticket, jackass. Right? Because your government is very, very concerned about your health and safety, and they always have been. And if you got a kid, they're really concerned about your kid's health and safety. Because if you got a kid, you got to put the kid in the car seat, then put him in the back seat. Then there's a wreck, and the airbags come out, and the good ones, they jettison the car seat from the car. Then a parachute comes out, and the kid gently floats to the ground like the beginning of I Dream of Jeannie, because the government is very, very concerned about your children's health and safety, and seatbelts are a big part of that. Really? Ever seen a school bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only seatbelt there goes around the 50-year-old parolee driving the damn thing. Oh, yeah. That dude's strapped in like he's going to lethal injection. Meanwhile, the kids are in the back flying around like lottery balls. No. Your government does not make you put on a seatbelt to protect you. They make you put on a seatbelt to control you. They make you put on a seatbelt because it's the only tangible way they can physically tie you up during the day. How about click it or take responsibility for your own health and safety, because this is America and not some fascist regime. What are you saying, Og? You saying you're against seatbelts? You're damn right I'm against seatbelts.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs. No, I don't. I
know. They come to you, right?
Well, kind of. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that. And she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, I'm a writer. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. What do you write about? She goes, well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping. And I'm like, why do you write about that? She goes, well, that's what I do.
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
So, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says, that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
know
gonna,
that.
Right, because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's get it.
I picture you tied to a
solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting ready
hands.
to eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right. Yeah, by the way, Christy, I think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Did you see her hands?
Yeah, she
does very well
like
for herself.
She was about to drop whatever she was imagining because the grasp was so wide.
I was thinking of a sausage roll.
Yeah.
Well,
not
okay.
a penis.
Well, all right.
Show us how you hold the penis. Do the penis hold, Christy.
Now we're going to get arrested again. Stop it.
Depends on if it's one hand or two.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16, and it actually says, "Sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign."
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the music room there.
Hello, Josh.
Willie Griswold.
What's up?
Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Josh Arnold. Chick back tomorrow, and there's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're going to hook up, I think, with Kasaki.
There he is.
There he is. Hey, Kasaki.
Hey, guys.
Econ.
Now, Kasaki is officially our NFL correspondent.
You have a new background. Are you in a new place?
I did some painting.
Oh.
It looks good, man.
Looks very nice.
I have some accent walls. If you ever get a chance to paint with a 5-year-old, don't.
Really?
I bet she loved it, though.
She did. It was fun. She was actually great, but it was I was nervous the whole
Yes.
I'm sure you had a lot of paint to clean up afterward.
You had the roller. She had her fingers. Must have been a blast.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now, a couple things. We have something up and running, Kasaki. We call the Pigskin Pick'em competition. The way it works is anybody can play. You just go to our website, bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the winners. Our first week, we'll be giving away, of course, a Big Green Egg Mini Max. And you don't have to know anything about football. Just pick the winners. Forget about the spread. Just pick the winners. And there's a whole bunch of tiebreaker rules, et cetera, but it's a lot of fun. The first game is this Thursday evening, so get those entries in. I'm not exactly sure what the time frame is, but I would get them in today. Remember, today is Tuesday. Get them in today or tomorrow. I say that because I've been thinking it's Monday all day.
Yeah,
it's easy to forget.
I know, and which wouldn't matter, except I would go to the wrong place at the wrong time for the wrong thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Kastaki's got a bunch of stuff coming up. I know that you're going to be in Toledo with the Funny Bone on Thursday the 14th. Youngstown at the Funny Farm on the 15th. That's the Friday night. And then Saturday, Hillsdale, Michigan at the Hillsdale Brewing Company, the home of Hillsdale University. And then Sunday, you'll be in Dayton, Ohio with the Funny Bone. That's Sunday the 17th. So 14, 15, 16, 17, a lot of driving for Mr. Economopoulos.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. I miss it. It's been a few beats since I just did an old school road trip like this. It'll be great.
Fun. Okay, cool. Now, what are your thoughts on the NFL these days?
Well, I'm excited. It starts Thursday. Matchup between the Chiefs, who just won the Super Bowl in their last game, and the Lions, who have never won a Super Bowl. This just seems mean. Who matched these teams up? This is the haves and have-nots of football. Is this supposed to be a metaphor for the American economy? What's happening Thursday?
You can't resist the dig.
It's like a beauty contest between Scarlett Johansson and Danny DeVito. Doesn't seem fair. Playing the Chiefs will be the closest the Lions have ever gotten to a Super Bowl. The Chiefs have practically punched their ticket to another Super Bowl. If the Lions want to go to the Super Bowl, they have to buy tickets. You see, it's different.
You understand.
Different planes. People are excited about the Lions this year and the Jets. Am I taking crazy pills? Are the Jets and Lions exciting? Sounds like a question they ask you in concussion protocol.
Nice.
Come on, the Lions are due. Let's be positive.
I want the Lions to be good. Believe me.
And
I'm with you.
As they say, on any Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
You never know what's going to happen with the season, injuries, et cetera, et cetera. Who knows?
It's Thursday.
Yeah, you're right. And we've
hang
had
on a
some
second.
of the teams.
Hang on a second. I have to fire Ace. I know, Ace. I know it's the Thursday night game, but the famous phrase is
on any given Sunday.
On any Sunday, you see.
Isn't any given Sunday?
Yeah, on any given Sunday. But
oh, that's right. On Any Sunday was the movie about dirt bike racing with Steve McQueen. Sorry, back to you.
What?
Obscure. Oh, that is obscure.
That is.
State Farm parted ways with longtime spokesman Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they did a discount double check on his social media. Don't feel bad, State Farm. This is by far Rodgers' longest committed relationship. The Niners traded their quarterback, third-string quarterback, Trey Lance, to the Cowboys. Trey Lance cost the Niners 3 first-round picks. He barely played. They traded him for a single fourth-round pick. He lost value faster than Dogecoin. Poor guy. Lehman Brothers stock is worth more. Trey Lance lost a lot of value. It's like Elon Musk just bought him or something. That's a lot of.
Change his name to X.
Yes, that's right. He should rebrand. Shares in Blockbuster Video are worth more. You see, he lost a lot of value. The 49ers cheerleaders are going to have to change the chant to, who do we depreciate?
Oh, that is nice.
I can't give the Niners too much hell, though, because my first 2 draft picks in my actual life were also busts. So, who am I to... Word is old owner Dan Snyder was so pro-Redskins that around the office, he insisted on being called Chief Operating Officer. It's silly. He's selling the team. Now he wants to be called Dances with Billions.
Real quick, Kasaki, have you seen that in some offices, the front desk person is now known as Director of First Impressions?
Are you serious?
No, I didn't see that.
Not receptionist.
No.
That's hilarious.
No, it's the problem with all this crap. It's like now instead of saying someone is homeless, they're saying unhoused. Instead of worrying about the verbiage, maybe help the people.
Right.
Instead of whining about what you call them, let's get these people some help, for God's sake. You called them the wrong thing. I have to fly to my jet to Vancouver.
That's
ridiculous. What is it again, Josh? What do they call him?
Director of First Impressions.
What a load of crap.
Yeah, I mean, even the so-called Director of First Impressions knows it's BS.
Right.
It's like insulting, kind of.
Sometimes it's a temp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not a pink slip. It's a direction of last impression.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, it's this season. Let's do top 10 2023 fantasy football team names, everybody.
Hell yeah.
I got some honorable mentions here. Hit me with your Prescott. Like that.
Oh, nice.
Hot Chub Time Machine. Oh, Saquon UC. These are good, right?
Those are all good. Yeah. Slow down here.
All right. Only Fance. Home Debo. Yippee-ki-yay, Justin Tucker. That's a classic.
That's
right?
very good. That's so good.
Abanaconda, don't want none unless you... All right. All right, top 10 here. We got number 10, Bed Bath & Beyond. Falcons. Pretty good. And then number 9, let Bijons be Bijons. Number 8, also Falcons, Pits and Giggles. 7, Judy and the Blowfish.
Oh, I like that.
6, How I Come At Your Mother. Oh, man. 5, The Bryce is Right. See, that's timely with the passing.
Sure.
And 4, April Showers Bring Zay Flowers. 3, Obi-Wan Mahomie. 2, It's Always Runny in Philadelphia.
Oh.
And the number 1 2023 fantasy football team name, for me, these are debatable rankings, Stroudy with a Chance of Deep Balls.
Oh.
It's boy comedy.
Inspired.
That's what,
boy comedy. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
What is the name of your team?
I've got a few different teams. I've got a Proper Chill. It was a nickname from an English guy who was talking to me one day in the league. I've got Beer Pants. I've got Mahomes Alone.
Good.
I have a couple of pick'em leagues called Nostradamusopolis. I love it. I'm excited. It's all back this week. I'm so happy.
Willie, do you have a team?
Yeah, the winners I've had in the past were last year I won with the Buffalo Wills.
Okay.
I loved that one.
like that.
And then also Von Miller High Life was another favorite of mine.
I like that. Hey, Willie's playing in the confidence pool. We're doing the all pro lines every year. It's the best thing we do. It's a pick'em like league, but it's called a confidence pool. It's a different structure. If you've never played in one, it's awesome.
What's the structure? How does it work? I don't understand.
So instead of picking against the spread, you get, if there is a 16-game slate, you get 16 points, 1 through 16, and you apply that to the pick that you make. So if the game that's likely to be a blowout, you put 16 points next to that one. Games that are closer, you put 1, 2, or 3 or whatever. And then whoever gets the most points wins the week. So there's a lot of strategery in there. It's really fun. Willie's playing. Bob Cavoyan's playing. I'm playing. Yeah, it's going to – wait, you're playing, Christy?
No, I saw where Bob was playing. That's cool.
Oh, Bob's playing.
Bob
Yeah. Yeah, Bob's going to be playing, and it all goes to benefit the V Foundation. So we'll raise some money for cancer research, and we'll have some fun. There's weekly prizes. There's a season-long prizes. So come join us. We got 2 more days to join in. At All Pro Lines has the links, and we'll get you to where you need to go. So come join us.
All Pro Lines is where you'll find Kasaki. You can also submit jokes. If you've got some great one-liners, Kasaki would be more than happy to review them. And once again, Kasaki is on the road starting Thursday, the 14th of September. Toledo with the Funny Bone. Then Friday, Youngstown's Funny Farm. Saturday, Hillsdale, Michigan's Hillsdale Brewing Company. By the way, they're routing on this a little bit. Ass backwards. And then you're going back.
Had a thing,
Okay.
But one of the nights fell out. We had to scrap. How it goes.
Sure. I'm sorry. Saturday, Hillsdale, Michigan, and then Sunday, Dayton, Ohio's Funny Bone.
My husband sent in a joke. May I tell you?
Oh, yeah.
He had a little thought about the Lions. We were talking about the Lions earlier. He said JFK has only missed 1 Lions playoff victory, and he's been dead for 60 years.
Yeah,
so
that's
he was
right.
like jumping in on the Lions thing. I think that's
an amazing stat.
Yeah,
that is really astounding.
I have a feeling about the Lions, and I know nothing about football, but I just have a feeling.
Okay, well,
I want them to be good. The Jaguars are good, so anything could happen.
Yeah.
Now, obscure reference made earlier today, and then corrected by Ace.
Any given Sunday.
On any Sunday, and then it's on any given Sunday.
Yes.
Because the On Any Sunday is a movie.
Willie corrected that, but
with Steve McQueen.
Man, you got to start listening to the show. It's crazy.
It's a Bruce Brown movie. I know it's a Thursday game, Ace. Thank you very much. Very, very helpful. Kasaki, we were talking about food that you hate. I know with all this dating you're doing, you probably have to take these ladies out to restaurants.
I'm not doing it. There's very little dating.
Really?
No.
Just banging. Just getting straight to the banging.
Yeah, that's right.
The eating food stuff's expensive.
Hey,
What's
baby.
with the small talk and the eating? That's right.
Hey, you
Let's
like
get to business.
tzatziki?
Now, when you are dating, do you take them to a Greek restaurant? Is that your go-to?
I have done that, actually. Yeah.
Sure.
And my first date with my wife was to a Greek place to get soup. There's old people dating right there. She had never had avgo lemno soup, and she loved it. And we were off and running.
There you go.
We were getting along great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How did the Greek theme?
Stop.
When did the soup sour?
Sorry. Okay, real quick, Kasaki, quiz for you.
All right.
Christy had this article about America's most polarizing food. Thumbs up or thumbs down on black licorice?
Down.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. How about, I guess, anchovies, was the most disliked food?
Oh, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those either. Liver's not on this list?
No, and I would be right there with you on that.
Love liver.
Ooh, I love it too.
Josh and I are big liver guys. How about beets?
Yeah, I like beets when they're with, if you're in a nice restaurant, a beet salad is great. But otherwise, no, beets are terrible.
Okay, okra?
Okra I like. I'm Southern. I got a little fried okra once in a while.
What about
at a
oysters?
Cracker Barrel or something. Oysters I don't like either. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't believe I agree with this list so much.
Yeah, well, okay. Now, Kasaki, we're looking forward to the NFL season, of course, and I'll remind everybody that also we have our Pigskin Pick'em competition up and running. Your shot once again at the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the winners. Get those entries in before Thursday night's game. I'm not exactly sure what the deadline is. I'll try to find out. But you certainly have all day today and certainly tomorrow at least. Thanks, Kasaki.
Bye, Kasaki.
Thanks, guys.
I like
Go
the wall.
Falcons.
See you, man.
Nice.
Thank you.
The wall does look good. Kasaki Economopoulos. Right now, I want to talk about food, not stuff on the most polarizing list, but stuff that we like. Kickstart the fall with something from HelloFresh. You know how HelloFresh works. It's the number 1 meal kit in America. And right now you can get 50% off plus 15% off the next 2 months if you use the special code 50 BT Show. That's 50 BT Show at HelloFresh.com/50 BT Show. What am I talking about? I'm talking about great food. You do the preparation, but they've done the hardest parts. They've done the shopping. They've designed the menu. You just put it together. They even give you pictures of what you're making. What do you got over there, Willie?
Y'all check out the beef flauta supreme with pico de gallo and smoky, red, pepper, crema. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious Mexican dinner that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Oh, look at those pictures.
Yum.
They do make it easy for you. And it's a great way to learn how to be a better cook. Once again, they've done the tough part. They've gone to the grocery store. They've designed the recipes. They've done the measuring. You put it together, have some fun. Some of the stuff they have now are these 10 to 15-minute quickies that really, they're called the quick and easy recipes. They'll get you going. And they've got breakfast, they've got lunch, they've got dinner. You got to go to the website to find out what I'm talking about. Number 1 meal kit in America, HelloFresh. Once again, everything from vegan way over there and over here, just good old-fashioned comfort food. And they've even got a special store, the HelloFresh Marketplace. Get the details at HelloFresh.com/50 BT Show. That's HelloFresh.com/50 BT Show. Coming up, a little bit of history for you. And I'll also remind you that I've got to get the final time on when we got to get our Pigskin Pick'em things in. But it's a lot of fun, and you don't have to know anything about football, and you don't have to really know much, except you don't have to deal with the spread. And the winner each week will get the Big Green Egg Mini Max, and they'll get to go on the Shoein' of the Week with Chick McGee.
That's a prize.
Well, yes, it's a prize. They get to have a little fun with the Chickster and the legendary Shoein' of the Week.
He's not here.
And we'll be talking about that coming up. Once again, it's bobandtom.com/contest to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. It's a lot of fun. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
We have to do a little stunt here. We're going to try something. Chick McGee, we have a news story about a woman that
tried to steal a case of beer between her legs
in a grocery store in Zachary, Louisiana.
In Chick's defense, this is bigger than a case.
Now, well, we have some Keystone Light there. And
Chick is putting on it's
a 30-pack.
It is a 30-pack.
I've noticed that. So that's 6 more than what she was trying to steal.
Well,
that is one great-looking dress, Chick.
Where'd you get that?
You know what you need? One of those magic turbans that the ladies would wear.
You mean the turby?
Is that what it was called?
It's called the turby, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have one of those at home. I could have brought it in for you.
Oh, look
if you had that, you'd look like a Chick has the moo on.
Is that a
Chick is removing his trousers because they were holding back on the.
A little too much. A little too much.
Too much.
Okay, so you're leaving your underpants on because that's kind of see-through. We don't want to scare anybody. All right.
Look at that. No, we don't scare anybody.
Do you want to try the 12-pack first of soda? Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Now you're nonchalantly walking through a convenience store.
Okay. You reach over, you cram the 12-pack between your legs.
And then you
try walking.
Oh.
No.
Oh, a little easier without the pants, isn't it, Chick? Yeah.
He's
This is how she was walking.
Oh, I know. Look at that. that.
You're walking real slow,
That
short
is
steps.
exactly what you
Look like
for me today.
you look like you're trying to hold back some kind of bowel
Yeah,
eruption.
can I get the door for you, ma'am?
I'll have a little trouble.
I can see that.
Could
let
you
me help you out?
Thank you.
Once again,
You
this
look
is
a little like an old lady.
This is from Zachary,
Now, how long
Louisiana.
could you? Well, that's
Can't see the 12-pack.
That's
No.
a 12. See,
Wow.
you should have gone with the 12er.
A lovely day. Thank you.
Now, could you make
That's
it?
a magic
Could you make
trick.
it to your car? Do you think?
Wow.
Say there are no stairs. Say there are no stairs, and you can make it right to your car.
It's starting to chafe.
Is it?
Okay.
Well, you know what?
I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Okay, well, try removing the 12-pack. Let's
Okay.
try to go with the case.
Oh.
Is the case of beer cold or is it
I'm not
warm?
stealing anything. Whoops. Well, that's
Hey,
embarrassing.
it looks like your water broke.
Okay, now once again, we're trying to duplicate a robbery here.
Now this is going to be a challenge because this actually is that is heavier.
That's a
30 of
30
Keystone
pack
Light.
of Keystone
And
Light.
that's probably. Well, I'll bet it's darn close to
30 pounds?
30
Chick is
pounds.
shoving it between his. By the way, I need to say this: the moo is courtesy of Dean's Aunt Rosetta.
Aunt Rosetta, wow.
Chick has bent over. He's cramming the 30-pack between his legs. Try walking.
I just saw that. Oh,
Walk over to the microphone over there.
What else you want me to do?
You're doing okay.
Ow.
Oh, man. See.
Can't do it. It's too
Okay.
It's too heavy. I think it's too wide.
You think you could do 24?
She had the narrow.
Yeah.
She had the 12-pack of cans.
The nice thing about the Keystone Light there, it's
more like a
30, big and wide.
like a cube.
6 heavier.
Yeah,
But
well, of course it is.
You have to hand it to her, though, for not just grabbing a 6-pack and going for it. She went all the way.
Right.
By going for the 24 can pack.
I can't tell you how striking you are in that outfit.
Yes, you have to watch our TV show just to see it.
It smells womany.
Smells old.
Well, again,
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie muffin is delicious, but don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good. This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I don't know if you remember this, but Pat has a tattoo on his arm that used to have his girlfriend's name on it, and then when they broke up, and she had a couple kids, didn't she?
She has a couple kids now.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
what I mean.
his
No, but I mean, she has since left you and moved on.
She has a baby girl and a
According
baby
to
boy.
Greg Hahn, she's just trying to make you jealous.
I am not coming back. Do you know that we've only been broken up 2.5 years, and she has her second baby?
Only.
You got her name tattooed on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea.
And one day...
I should have put it on my ass.
One day we got talking about it, and you actually have had it covered up. Well, you refer to it as a tribal symbol. Now, did she have your name tattooed anywhere?
On her ankle, yeah.
What'd she do about that?
Cut her leg off.
Wow. She really hated you. That's called coyote.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, comedian Nathan Trenholm in the studio with us. Now, Nathan, where are you living now?
I'm living in Los Angeles now, and I live with a guy and a girl. And actually, the last time I was in town, I had some cookies, and I offered some of the cookies to my roommates, and the girl just got all mad at me. She's like, Nathan, I'm an actress. Actresses can't have carbohydrates. I was like, you mispronounced that word. It's pronounced waitress. You're a waitress.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello.
Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, and there's Tom.
Thank you very much, Josh.
You're welcome.
Very nice job today in your announcer role.
Thank you, sir.
In the IHateStevensinger.com special sidekick chair.
Chick back tomorrow?
Theoretically. We may be skating at full strength. I'm not sure. There's a couple of things going on behind the scenes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well,
is Chick protesting?
We'll see. Looking forward to that. But right now, do you know what time it is, Josh?
I do. Time now for Today in History. Ray.
Okay, let's see now. Today is the 5th of September.
A day I'll always remember.
This is a weird one. In 1698, Peter the Great, who was described as a Tsar with a T, not a CZ.
A Tsar?
Yeah. He imposed a tax on beards.
Oh, boy.
On beards?
Yeah. That'll get people shaving. I don't know if he had an interest in a razor company or not. In 1957, Jack Kerouac's On the Road first published. And the famous manuscript, which is the very long piece of manuscript, is, remember, it was like on a special circular rotating thing on the back of a typewriter. And that manuscript is owned by Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts.
Huh.
This is interesting. In 1966, Jerry Lewis held his first muscular dystrophy telethon.
Wow.
That was a thing every Labor Day
Heck
weekend.
Yeah.
I always hated it because it meant school the next day. The start of school for when I was a kid.
I hated it because I had to work it for many years.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, it helped
24
a lot of
hours.
people.
You had to
Anyway.
work. I know, but you had to work a 12-hour shift. It was a long, long day.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time. And it was, but it was interesting because you would do a local segment and then you'd get like a 5-minute break and then you'd have to spend the next, whatever it was, 40 minutes getting ready for the next.
In a meeting trying to figure out what you're going to do for that 5 minutes. Oh, yeah.
That was obviously a great cause.
Well, of course.
Happy birthday. Wow. 1929, Bob Newhart.
Yeah, still with us.
Unfortunately, 1940, Raquel Welch, no longer with us.
And now Bob Newhart has been working on comedy texts, which on stage just aren't very good. It's
as opposed to
sort of
the
him
guy,
sitting
the guy
there
on the phone. That's
sitting there typing.
1942, Werner Herzog. Kind of artsy. You familiar with this word, Josh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Not Werner Herzog. That'd be the German guy that goes, that's all, folks.
that's all, folks.
Well,
yes, that is what he was. One of the Warner, Warner cousin.
Yeah, Werner. Werner. Melvin Blanc. Let's see. 1946, the birth date of Freddie Mercury.
Oh.
I heard he was gay.
That was the rumor, yeah.
Oh.
The band's name was Queen.
Yeah.
Well, they're from England.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, I know you know this guy. We've had him on the air. 1951, Michael Keaton started out as a stand-up.
A real good one, too.
And a terrific actor. Didn't he sleep on your couch?
He did once, yeah, when he was did Clean and Sober, the movie.
Oh, that's
on their
cool.
final day of shooting. He had a cast party.
You were a consultant on that film?
he got all of his information from me at that
time. And that's pretty much all the interesting stuff on this date. Not a lot of other fun birthdays or anything.
No?
No. We do have an opportunity now to review what happened in today's show. But before we do, I think we have enough time. Pat, would you like to squeeze in a little song for us? I was thinking, when is the official beginning of fall?
September 20th?
Okay, so Labor Day isn't it?
No.
Oh, Kind of ruins that idea.
Not a lot of ammo then.
You know, people ask if the show is planned out.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a 40-minute meeting for every
Okay,
break.
all right. Well, then in that case, let's forget about it. I was thinking we could do one of your fall songs, but no, we'll wait. I don't like to do things too early. What have you got over there, Josh?
Well, time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Chick McGee on assignment, the Lone Star State. I went fishing over the weekend. Didn't catch much of note except for a 5-pound drum, and that's a fish, not a percussion instrument.
Oscar caught a rock. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. He sent me a picture of it. I asked him if he threw it back. He said, no, it now holds napkins on their picnic table.
There you go.
Tom went to see the Barbie movie, said he absolutely loved it, implores everyone to go see it. Said he's never seen a finer piece of cinema.
Oscars. No, it's exact opposite.
Oh, I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett, Gary Wright, Steve Hartwell, all dead.
Yeah, sadly.
Sad news.
Yeah. But hey, great show in heaven.
You know something? I think Jesus might look at Buffett and go, you know something? You had a better life than I did. You really had a great time.
You had a lot of fun. Pat Godwin is the self-proclaimed song man.
Court composer.
We certainly appreciate that. Christy Lee will be featured in the Wall Street Journal, her in her car.
Now, it's up on the digital, but you've got to be a subscriber to read it.
Yeah.
So you don't know what day it'll be in the actual paper?
I do not. As soon as I know, I'll let you know.
It's a great article.
Thank you.
And we should explain, your car is a sort of rarity. It's called a Figaro.
Mm-hmm. It's a Nissan Figaro. It's a 1991. It's called a JDM, a Japanese domestic market car. And so it's right side drive.
And it, by the way, it looks like a toy car. It looks like
does.
You could drive it onto the movie set of Barbie and it wouldn't look out of place.
Right. I'm surprised they didn't have some.
So would that have made the Barbie movie even better?
No, I think an idea or a script would have helped.
You loved it so very much. Kasaki on tour, Toledo, Dayton, Youngstown, and Hillsdale, Michigan. Find out all about Kasaki at All Pro Lines. The Pigskin Pick'em contest is going on. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Willie has declared himself the Cavatappi Poppy.
Yes. No, I didn't declare myself the Cavatappi Poppy. I don't even want to be called the Cavatappi Poppy.
Oh.
I'm just being inundated with people calling me the Cavatappi Poppy everywhere I go.
I see. Well, thank you, Cavatappi.
You're on tour, aren't you, coming up?
Yeah, I'll be in Peoria with Greg on this Friday and Saturday.
There you go.
At the famous Jukebox Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Excellent. Greg Warren's birthday was last week.
Yep, we missed
it. And to celebrate, we were bored to death by an elevator speech.
Very exciting and very interesting. And then poor Greg went out with a bunch of his comedian buddies, and he had to pay for his own birthday lunch and all of theirs.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
And two of those people work in high-paying television jobs.
Yeah.
But they're on strike.
Greg's a nice guy.
Now, do you remember the name, Ace, of the world's oldest chicken?
I do not.
Willie.
The oldest currently is Peanut.
Right.
Yep.
But there was another one named Marcy or something.
I believe Muffy was her
Muffy.
name.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Old Muff.
The old Muff Burger.
Yeah.
Dusty.
And today sure feels like a Monday, doesn't it? We'll try harder tomorrow.
Thanks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the